Sene na yesimu yo bronya bosome ne da etoso emienu eye afi empinu aduonu Wednesday December 2 2020 na mami se abodonko apa miti aduonu enan na jumadia yade ibramu yade free neat 100.9 FM na ye friend me manti oman ntini se me nu nyina ye hwehwe yedie se ebeba abusuamu na atoaso aba ye fie afie mu na aba eye ye empotamu na atoaso mpo atimi akọ ye mansini ahoduo mu na mantam no nyina kra no yedie ba mu a de na oman mu Ghana no na ye mpuntuo beko kan woye ye from ADAKABRI Mamudu osioma na me di dwumadie ho chia me panyini kwadwo da me ado as usual ene se ogina mu a wadi masi abontren majari osai agiman wono soso wo abo no echiri edom ai technical production no soso esi frema abankro ne na so ne mra ne ya ne se mara michi mafa osesen mara michi mafa na fe ye di aseda soso edi ama engineering group fo no atuagbo ai aye worker otiako na najari na nabu aje na fe ada sankroma wase sempro yampa sida so enfama facilities group no so big solo ai dada ai aye DJ Bosco Mapuna na fe so no Mills Sarimra ne se tetei asema da hono no na nsema yede be brobro so awie akwanya wo ho da won so no ubetime ede WhatsApp message ana se wo de o text message etime ede aba na yagebre na yetime akinkan na nsema da ba maso no de bedema se cho na yabegebre so na yadwendwene ho no ubetime a WhatsApp yen on 050 600 0909 050 600 0909 what's it saying me manti dwumadie no ene de daba maso on politics as he wrote to election 2020 matters arising from the special voting exercise. So we ask, how successful was that exercise? Aya amanyosam enra anisen hihye gua kwan mu ekowie se 1 year your friend say essential workers womo eda ye kwoto aba no womo adwuma womo beye no emu ebehia pa ntini akwanya wo ho se ye mo kwakwoto womo de no eye enra opanima bosme ni da edikan na ye busa se na sikoye ehon sensem ebeba still on politics was a route to election 2020 NDC John Dramani Mahama and MPP's Nana Addo tightens up campaign. NDC introduces fresh tertiary education policy but the government through scholarship secretariat has announced full scholarship for free senior high school graduates. So we ask, why this last-minute policy changes and can it make the magic? Was it NDC for Yanamso, MPP for Yanamso? Na ninyina kwa jina se education. Na NDC for edin shishadi aba. Ene tertiary level. Wabiye secondary school wakon for university bi shishe gua kwem. Yadi aba. Scholarship so 20 million cedis. Yasi di ama free senior high school for yebusa say na ye yetena se da de na kofa we di aba nei na eno ene be ma obi asi gina ye say okoto aba e di ama obi ana. On governance, as a fallout from former special prosecutor Martin Amidu revelation on the government over controversial Ejapa deal. Can his corruption tag on the government influence the elections? Martin Amidu yo so akura temiente chese kwa osibe yem few osimedia minti hu minti se dogo bi no abe ba na me beba ediwe Martin Amidu nsem ya wakekeken ema obi betimi asigina ye the say na mate Amidu kan ye enu nti menye den me ka be yesa ka metu ama we na me nto ma no empanipu ebeba dem asay TT Kateno were a member of the National Communications Team of the NDC. Aya TT Kateno no obeba dem a were NDC ni. Kwasi Kwatin a member of the Communications Team of the MPP. Eso beba ha. No Ria Beninsia a Deputy Communications Director CPP. Obeba na panyin ko da me soso aja obeteki plea from the CPP. Na wi soso no wa mo interview ba akubi e de ahyem. Na no abo Green Street. De wakwa ye no mepedie. Enya asem kuma. Kuzideti NEAT 100.9 FM.
FRIMPONG NEAT FM.
Efiera, me mwachi o Efiera. Yes on.
Machi o Efiera. Efiera mechi awonye so.
Hey, Ewra, enfase mamsu. Wati? E ba force search ya me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wafi, we dia me pese oni Efiera bekon. Efiera we dia ye kwa sori abo. Ewrade. Mo kwa sori. Ye pompa ye. Ewrade ka soro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne mma edi nsuo hia twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Ne fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodeo. Mo mame na mu wi a ma sora akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Bese na dia ya late nso me yanke kabinje Efiera ya wi a yakosere body pache. Ke Efiera ruti fia se light bill no water bill ba wunchia bi. Wo boa se sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom.
Hwe me catch no play fa. Say this way chocolate drink no. Metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate. E de me hia ne nsuohie. Na nsuohie so me ntoi. Se me bufu a betumi ato bag mu a wate. Yeah, Efiera we nkwa de ma abunfu.
Efiera fi de ya bre ma abunfu bi.
Munyam sumponie. Munyam sumponie. Na mo ba ya trimodefo.
FDA ahwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye.
Ghana Maima, Abatwa Brenna Drubio, Abatwa Kwana Yakwaya, or Mamba Pabia to me China, Junifa Candinia, or Sefata so obedi or minus. Nana Ekufuado, any MPP, a buy Edens, Sayashon, Kuaba Ghana, I was a 2 hours so, and Nunti, Edatuada, December 7th, Abatwada, Pabu voters ID card, Nako polling station, Awotuaba, Electoral Commissioner Juma Fuado Befa, Abatwa no Shemu, Nadia Ehia Penny, Oji Abatwa Kata, Edikainoa, Shishana Ekufuado, and Phony any MPP, a chance to dia Osnuko Krokone Demuno, or Dasoro, number 1, Afe Nyabotre, Fawonsaka Ink, Nafe Team Adaka, and one and Kufuadum Phony in Chepe, Mr. Watana Wonsana Rese, a beda Adaka Nimu Pepe, Afe Pawonsana Kakrata, and a Tosuni Tintinimu, Nabuka Mufatu Abatwa Dakanimu, Afe Kwaja Abatwa Krata, a Tosumu, Nafasa Aquaya, so to Abama, the original MPP Dimu, Akomra, Sebedem, Ewa Wompeswaso, and also Dasoro, Nadia Sunujinano, and Juan and the Bejina, Abatwowe, Yempesa MPP, Ababa, Kumpo Bese.
Order number 1 Esroho. Utie oha FRIMPONG NEAT FM.
NEAT 100.9 FM suni. Na ene ye wukwada. Opanima busumi na yesimi. Nida etosumi afi empinu se aduno. Na abo se donko apemu ama meet me ensakra begusu. 33 minutes past 1. Adie na asie. Eye abatuo ne yebekomu adwuada. Na Ghana mu abatuo animu nsensem apie na no ye kwa akoto bie 2016. Yesi Ghana mampanyina no ote so sa abre no. Wobi aba bebre ne se Ford Expedition. Se ye bribe wo, se ye gift o. Ni nyina ekotwa se ye wi kan we say. Shraji kura ede ebemu. Senti ene obi to abeti ano. Senti se obi anto abenti ano. Ene tekoda ye ne di si ye ne si yen. Ene yenka bi nhemu. Ene se yasan kofa video bi asan di aba. Na ye be ka kire ye se eye Ghana mampanyini ena wakwa akwaje buamu ade ema chese esum America dollar sika se empem aduanan ebisi ade yi ye de ko na ye campaign sika bi anipa bi de kwa akọboa campaign ebi so se da bi na eye buamu ade a obi a wo pese adwuma wo betimi atenemu ene wo de ko na wɔde akɔfa mfanimu ni nyinaa ekowie sɛ ɛyɛ asɛm baako video baako nsɛm mmienu video no anie asɛm wei ne yɛka video no anie asɛm wei ne yɛka na NDC foɔ soso ɛde bi abinum yankurɛ na ɛyɛ despite media ana despite group ɛyɛ saa naanu adwumayɛfoɔ ɛkasa nyinaa no akɔntetie mu sɛ yɛnkɔka mmɛka ɛyɛ adwumakuo no yɛnkɔnkɔka nkɔnkɔgu obi anim aseɛ ne akɔkɔka sɛ obi adi fɛ mu obi na bi kura na ɛyɛ yɛde kɔgyina mmara no eti yɛnka no sɛ deɛ siteɛ na yɛmyɛni nna hɔ na yɛnkasa ɛma ɛmoro so ɛna obi di akɔgyina mmara no Anthony Kwakubu ahene chemistry ɛyɛ teacher ɔyɛ deputy national communications officer ɛnɛ press conference NDC yɛyɛ saa video yi sɛ version mmienu no the same video but different narratives no deɛ ahene na NDC ɛta akyire agya kuya mu aha
ni o ni ADAKABRI
na uhumpo ɛte sɛn
obo adada mo na mo bible ami aye na fam baby na omo edi akona na to mo sa keta asese ne to ye ne sika bi kan koso wo memu ha oye bibi a edi omo na asese bi ye bon person ko ko be ko makoma no ma ye ne mapa amaga na fa ne to pesa ADAKABRI ko pa e pre wo Ghana asese ne to ye enti kwan ye na ko bo mo and the third house in one, which has been you couldn't run more. I don't know who you partners. Mammy, food the trap. Now, my ma will be a best. Now, any father can buy me 3 years, and many band was on the car book for the Ayaba. That body, the bank and come the phone of better 200 and brown, I mean, about the Minamana. And so, 100 is the man of the body of my Yaba. Or one everybody.
And
yeah, come get assistant to a yes, I course will remember. And my own could be no man discussed.
There would be Fia who cry and any yana.
Is ADAKABRI two about to begin past but they are two about last say, almost so crown, no more assistant with you. Almost them a woman who can. No more master the colon, a woman who can. No more master the Kumia, a woman who can. ADAKABRI, you know, I am the you and Kalana happy in your school and 1 year. And go for a year. Hospital,
Ajaku, interview your friend when obey no, Yantria Boasia, Yanya interview no.
Sometimes we not present I told you in bed. Go back, Nana, who said 1 hour Bible that. That's what I call it. Now the sense we are no, I told you, you are be a number. And then walk with them about that. Yes, you are not about it. Well, yes, you have the penalty.
Well, yeah, it's not. Mamini Kemu said, Nina Munana question what to saying.
Augustus, Nana question. Let me know or the name Bible, and some canon in some good blue. Doctor Pampo, after it. I know when you for one fire. Nah, Nanko. Why you do? What's happening? Nanko. Oh, Adiana. Augustus, Nana Akwesi Andrew, Augustus Nana Akwesi Andrew, chairman of the National Democratic Congress. Ewa Sante, Minya Kumano, and I would chairman, and I would go Opambo. A Yapambo, so the video, Yabatinina, or my Bekono, Sabioku, Yabompaya, or my Junibako Sibi Biswa, Yatedu Abebrem, excuse my French, Nina Pambo Bamiati. Some address, why I'm you know,
you na wo Kwakubu ahene ene wo national chairman Ura Samrufu Swampofo mugina adakam ewo court dem kwasen na esi ukwan to be your campaign ama NDC na John Dramani Mahama
ADAKABRI don't see court is in the say he so down to an the store kakra be 1 month Me imagine when for kata no something na ja yan so ini dia kata wa mem dia kata da wa something. Ya metna ni dia ba ke. Dala kabel to ga to ni se me mayo ni kai ko kana da wa something. Ah media media no ni ba ko sa je pa pa me se ba bo ma ba na medu se na ba san ni e be kan yin no ni ni na e nem ko ni dia e se ya ni mi din kan da rani ni na na so ya rani ni ba ba na ba nem ko ni fo ka pe tere tere ya mi ni mo to ba ni ni ne ni ba ya ba e to mi be ke ju me fa da o ma e to na me ye na me ye bibia ko wa wi e na ja o man pa ni ba no ama to ba no mo ke esa mi sa ba ti dom na bi ba ya me ni MC na me da o be ye ba bi ya na wi e na na me ta ami ya ju ma ta kra wa na me bo ama e ti ba ni ba ni ke yi wi na wa ti man de na na ko na ja ba ya ko difficult necessary stuff from the other I catamina make it difficult to one mining community there was what in the board of the them and mining mostly mining for board of them can say now if you need to buy any part of mining and then color we on the down among pending for market be on the market people now we the car back with the car back with the yes and we are sure about one never I'm on the time not much of that for ye we can crack what happened for my all I'm making speaker now not was game
Okay.
and they are mad
Jo. Ade na enkraka uka wiado akun ya miana menua no eye dwabe wiado akun na wiado akun ne nua me se wu apanyini na emum enkrapa koma no ne se wo mo wo fom ne se ye wiado akun onye mu kakra na wode toto Betty Mode nua be my friend ne se Alex Mode ni Betty titru Alex James na ese de wiado akun de wo kuramu dodo Yo.
Now, I suppose and now most game and the police like name was we mine for what am I saying? I can see my man. I have been okay. I was getting more back like that. For what
about kwakume ma yamra asem no so na asem ya ye beken ye nyina ye pa asomdwe wodi asomdwe tena asase isu a obra soso ekoyie na fe wodo soso aba beka ho na tedem di kan no despite group ye nkoka meka obi ye de pese Ghana fo ete asem no se de sitie na ne nukremu na nyankasantwe nya kasa ye ka egu obi ani mase na ye be fa ye ma ye hwehwa dance ye so na ye nya dance ye no na ebebudi aboyen ene ne sen my press conference no as deputy communications director ya briefu na sen ne sikoye
ADAKABRI now no press conference en kusura na botaye ni na jata african ko ya ko member I'm not here due to come in and say glad about that enough that then Ghana you lose 9 billion US dollars and 9 billion US dollars on the back end come up with ADAKABRI and Ghana yes we lose it means this car and nothing is on the secondary school no man the league and the man am see it is not and okay hospital when the man is very difficult to quiet from now hospital it means it's the and so let's say about question almost the fact and pato in tea kata percent for any idea that can be big and nyapa ben yo do bia na from the start and then I just am on the mama buy or need to take work from so we are not very with pam kwa dia kata percent for you would move for and running two car baba would be no we have and maybe we could have be said or not the amount na $1 million pa we die when you move you that now $1 million but the bag is money about 22 billion and so man can even the man 2 billion man am so in the what left and we yield it and okay a big we may be an example you from promise or far to be an abandoned to any other papa and was in the farmer or the cost in Biblia when in the more and I'm not say but they kind of push up way out there and so what should have we say be our next for any that I bet you over the analysis over here. That's all yes, it says that the cell I'm an if I'm going to be a or your one home to me up to do it. But I saw the quarter of it. There will be a one now where I'm not money when the party empty to a deep dream for the get out. The car number and the good. The car meant nothing else to be put it not out to us. And my mind is make up at baby. And when she at a buy we got to that. And near my money or my dear person anything with you. I'm a Ghana yet. Not John Damadi Mahama, what the baton I'm on another phone is on him. But what done it upon the man of them. Baton open if we are seeing the air with I find a lot of from time and come up and no pride of the comment from a more from the pants so we don't hear the if we more from the pants from the Ghana, ever come and come up there to have a company. Papa, we have been another bank of the father. Any a buyer can ask a senate for a year or can't kind of one of them will be anyone before the maybe a common now more powerful president, you know. Or car says a move to be what they done a better than the mama done happen anymore. Uncle years to make no thing. As soon as you know being Muyinua, Ghana, a me, President Kufo, then go so far to your book. For your man among the 50 months, and I'm going to talk about yeah, that is Malaysia, but now I'm going to pass it.
Okay. Me and two boys need to cover other areas. Responses in Indian should be geared towards say, obey attractive voters onto your fold, not obey repelling voters from your fold. Why? Enti ye animono. Ye busa say information minister say NDC for mu be bomu tiri mu po ama breti ya wa ye de be kwa batro mu no. Mu di fake videos, fake news. Oh, ni nyina say ostensibly say mu de be gu mampanyina ni mase. Na mu de gu ne mpanifo ani mase. Say ye de betimi de ato aba e de ama mo nti ye me yemfa ya ntwe adwene nkoso. Sadie ye no kure.
Yeah, na what I play. But there again say, Nanka, you can't happen. And so, you need to not buy ya or Babe. Young ended before we have been for me to be better on that time to me. And you're correct. And when the mind is honest, I'm cry. They started with me now, regular people down. I'm impending to be it's way more than a hand. And another hour, we said the Democrat on for us, or not at the world, so no one. Isn't that I can make a cat or be a left for the aircraft command and have that to one. I know first to ever call the one. That I can not be that here. You don't think to know like a boy anyone. Yes, you can. The car. La, Papa, Mahama. I know him from Tata. And there is one Kuda a director of Kuda about not in the free. And 10 people to run here. To say, John Damal, the diet. But as a shadow project, we have the best of the governor control. And I know that some of the picture. The none of our family are saying that the company is PCI. I'm on which the point of Capua, the day you said you're better than a good number. The point. No, to me.
Quite unfortunate. Baby, Kwakubu ahine wono. Say line no bad. You better say you bit me as I raising back onto the line. Na yene no edinkomo. Ugusu tie need 100.9 FM. Na wonso so no. Nsema ye brobru so bit me I was up yen on 050 600 0909 050 600 0909. Yo, yansa at me aka ya raise Kwaku Buahine back onto the line. Or Deputy National Communications Officer. Egusu Hremu ND's response to Information Minister say party as a body corporate abu etrimo pose omo beki can normal be negative. Na omo the videos be negative. No the audios be negative. Ostensibly so mo de be Google na mampanyin ni mase. Na nke yekoto abampo a enipa bi asegina ye ama yato atia no. Adia ko yegusu tie hu.
Of information the better just here and you record the
quite unfortunate. So we may have to skip the interview because baby or one say no and a issue. What about saying? Now go to the need 100.9 FM.
Oha FRIMPONG no Needs FM.
Efiura, me mwachi o Efiura. Yes song.
Machi o Efiura. Efiura me chia wonye so.
Hey, Ewura, enfase ma msu. Wati? E ba force search ya me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wa fi, we die me pese oni Efiura bekon. Efiura we die ye kwa sori abo. Ewura de. Mo kwa sori. Ye pompa ye. Ewura de kasoro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink no ne yire ne mma edi nsuo hie twabia nom anopa no wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore ne fie wura beti ha anopa dio awia dio enumre dia mo no makodeo mo mame na mu wi a ma soro akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya
Bese na dia ya late nso me yanki kabinje Efiura ya wi ya kwasere body fate ke Efiura ruti fia say light bi no water bi oba wunchie bi wo boa say sika na ne fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
ka hwe me catch no play fa said this chocolate drink no metumi atobi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuohie na nsuohie so me ntoi se me bufu a betumi ato bag mu a wate yeah Efiura we nkwa de ma abunfu e ko to me
Efiura fi de ya bre ma abunfu bi
munyam sumponie na mo ba ya trimodefo
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atom se eye
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you glow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think special ice, natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA. Oha FRIMPONG no Needs FM.
Yo, ugusu tie need 100.9 FM na ene ukuada openima bosumi na ewumi ne de to so emienu afi pinu aduo no na yensan enko na eye owura kwakubu ahene deputy national communications officer ehwe se ebitimi na kasa yi ajaku woti yanka yesan aba wanaso
Mr. ADAKABRI we dey sorry na be na mo no network no na dey be na mo kakra
jo
and na my communities campaign kakra
yo hwe na wanko police anko amena bia mu
me patro
yo waye nti na yeguso hwe se sentia mube hold on to negative videos, negative audios. Tell me the way den.
ADAKABRI me do asifili enye negative audio ana ye ka ho asifili eye audio eya DSC ya eya dia eko YouTube ya enkofu a ebe investigation no omo app upload extra YouTube obe nya ho and some na wo no kure the esi o dara na se ni na na se yini e bia no e director o ba wo ana yo da man mama appoint no na kemu fra kuna na no ana na do dan ko kufu advert na ku so no mususu se enkofu ana na do eno mo ye dwuma enyo na appoint o mo no na John da man mama appoint o mo ni nyina no enya dia o betuma ye dwuma pama no nti ye nyo mo nyina mfiri ho so hwe enkofu bebe o wa ye yi o mo die eyi ta mrabu auditor general mo nyina aka ho na eno
auditor general see friend saying
damrabu ana don gaze damrabu Atantini am making phone at this studio. I read that Damurabu another Damurabu. And Tapa pay ye nedie. Na
ye and ya great.
To come with you, come with you, ADAKABRI Atantini. Nini na ya pay.
Why yes won't leave nti emremu ne so won't leave
so be leave o te bi wadi o nyina no betumi ahono obi a sabe o dene Ghana ho ye ba no be
sa video ya ken video ba ko characters ewom enan no efa 2000 and sun ye be election 2016
menye 2006 ADAKABRI obeka 2006 dia no
is it 2016
2017 abana na ado dan kwa kukwado ye president ana ka ni tie
na me musa wasem na yi ano video ba ko nipa 9 enagina mu in one breath yes 2016 before see be election ana obi aba wode buamu ade ene t-shirts ba beche in another breath the same video ni nipa 9 no asan gina mu no so ye ba be sere so se ye tata obi wa adwuma mu se oye
politics no ato aso se be 2016 ye se no 2017
say no so ye 2017 ene ye tata obi adwuma mu na wo na busuafo ni nua be ma ne yire aba se ye ba be sere so na NDC agide hin ne to mu
ye gitu ni say 2017 mra na ado na kwa kokwa oye president na wati akunya so o video no a de na wo kasa no o friend his excellency na ado dan kwa kufu ado ana o ka say road ministry no and the oye director of urban road no ono ana engofo tata no brantie no a odi papa nanim na opese ye ko na ado dan kwa kufu ado na ye pe bibi a buomu ade mu odu de koma no saabo abranche ne ye de moti wonne absenso bantama parliamentary candidate our deputy chief of staff wonne na ye adwuma wonne bi abranche nanim ebi kwan ema wo tumi ko ma mi budi aho ana ma mi budi asoma papa na wote ho no a doctor no wo ya ambassador to USA it's another my president then the three appoint to be our year ambassador to USA which meeting and the president and now to me kase no kre say mwaba na sa ministry no kra no and the ministry of road and transport Eye say omo a no omo no describe na Nado say His Excellency na Nado, President of Ghana. Obi onye president no. To me ben wo out me influence say obi a dey do John Dramani Mahama say. Dey data no I go go say yi na die no. Na Nado betimi a prevent it to me na die.
Eye akoi Oda Roma. Video no wanya bre ahwebi.
Enna ye boni nyina e wadum TV.
Yo na
Enra ye boni nyina na Nado de ne ntam ye nu nyina ji sika asamu a wo ka ye ka say obehwe se papa no ebekọ so atena the post no so nyina ye bo tebu ni nyina
na kwan ana nipa ne nan no obie na no address Ghana mampanyin say His Excellency
I'm US ambassador na describe na address say His Excellency na dan ko kupa
na tama Ghana mampanyin na oye finance minister no na as finance minister no
Ghana mampanyin wanye finance minister da
oye foreign minister no diplomatically yet me addressing as His Excellency ana
na His Excellency ambassador another minister for foreign affairs to me ben wo say obi a ma president awo because water no MPP for water no John Dramani Mahama wa kwa ko influence say ni asa na den
enti die na ye pese ye te ho ase ne say wo say yafre eye Ghana mampanyin ne say His Excellency so the presupposition ne say the no me Ghana mampanyin a yentimi mfre ne His Excellency ana ye sinitras ya bebusa wo say obi di foreign minister diplomatic circles no yetimi mfre no His Excellency ana I'm say once again anya de betimi anya logical interview enti momfa nchayin deputy national communications officer Anthony Kokubu ahene owo ewuram nti ena yente ne nka no enti gusuneti nit 100.9 FM na yema wakwanya WhatsApp messages abeba na yentimi enkinkan ne nyina na yehunu ba bia de fufu ebeko akobo
Oha extra punk no needs FM.
Efiura, me mwachi o Efiura. Yes on.
Machi o Efiura. Efiura me chia wonye so.
Hey, Ewura, enfase ma msu. Wati? E ba force se chia me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wafi, we die me pese oni Efiura bekon. Efiura we die ye kwa sori abo. Ewura de. Momo kwa sori. Ye pompa ye. Ewura de ka soro ho a. Wati? E bi se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink no ne yire ne mma edi nsuohie twabia nom anopa no wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore ne fie wura beti ha anopa dio awia dio enumre dia mo no makodew mo mame na mu wi a ma sora kwotena so ndem se ye kosum ya
Mesi na dia ya late nso miyanki kabinje Efiura ye wi aya kwasere bo fate ke Efiura ruti fia se light bill no water bill ba wunchia bi wo bo asa sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
na hwe me catch we play nya play fa say this way chocolate drink no metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuohie na nsuohie so me ntoi se me bufu a betumi ato bag mu a wate
yeah Efiura we nkwa de ma abunfu me koto mi
Efiura fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi
munyam sumponie na mo ba ya trimodefo
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atom se eye
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA. Needs FM.
Neat 100.9 FM suni. Na ene eye wukwada. Openima bosome na yewuramu ni da etoso mienu. Afi empinu aduonu. Abono mienu apa ho meeti enum. Na yanko information ministry. Na yene eye honorable deputy minister for information. Ura Pius enam hadide enkotwetwe nkomo kakra. Eye honorable deputy minister for information yemo ha.
Ofa pacho meji uzo.
Na uhumpo etisan.
Samia ene mumpai bo yeti kwem pacho na ofa uso.
Boni bia ni akwam ya wa atweneyem na paadie no an yedie bebo modene na yedi ne kure amomanma ehunu de yekoso wo man we mu ane ne sen o substantive minister honorable member of parliament for Fonse Ayerebi owura kwadwo opon enkroma wo se ye be kwa batu mu yente yaso na ndc for de no mababa be hunum asem nanso so no me mfa nya adwuma intelligence ifiri hini na mo kan sei
Yo ofa medasi ne dika maminchi au na mintancha tifu nyina na menka ensusu dia se eyampa ni a mepenyi kujo bonko makaya no sabe pe enetia ifishemu ayaye nsemu yate efri yenuanom bia womu edom ndis yamanyoku nemumu etimoponi bia womu bo womani enso womu esusu se enyesa kwan no so ena wo se yetumi fa ansa na yensa betumi akatumi se eyampa se yepetumi ne se yetibesum ni padia endie domkuma bi wo ndis mu mpo a womu so esusu se yemfa lukredie emfanye yamanyosem enti no ensem bi a yetiti kwa no efri yenuanom ankasa ewomo ho ena udi tutu womoniye nyomaye bida womusu ne womuban udi tutu ho a ebeye ntene se wontumi engine tumu anase wontumi engine ni ayeka yisebi enye ne bi kan a yenuanom ndc4 eyusu sa entro ekwan propaganda ekwan edi pre to me pen o ma ye bi pen ukai ora zona jekum kufu apenso 2008 yenuanom ndc4 efre esenche for shiemu eka se wo mampenyin dada at that time na o yo mampenyin wa ko awari ifa minka nisa obroni baby a ye friend Gizelias yesi wawu ntafobi eye nkolami no ye tu wo dimpu wo fa pacho sasem no woti hu abakosempen
ana yedie ho mfato ho a wode ben
ena me kan se ye every sada no abesine ye twen sa ntafomi enu na ye nuanom ndc for say kufo ewo amanone no ye twen ntafo no ebiom no omo esan ka se kufo ministers ene kufo nankasa eton Ghana yen gold reserves ni nyina enukura do de ye converting committee ewo parliament ye bisa honorable fifi kwete onu na at that time odi enimu a omo ka sasem na oye propaganda secretary o kan se eyentro eye politics eye propaganda na osrese ye dibecha no nanu ya fast forward assembly AC ewo ayawaso West Wongo. The leader of the NDC, a friend, diplomatic community, the Ogo Amamanye, Wakofa video bia, eye a police for Omuni bia, o free moi, ye, like police for the year de biano, Omuyen, a friend raising morale, Omutu, and Yamano. Ye, Penyano, Akofasa, and Neno. That video no editi etwetwa edihihye videos ni bi mu ekokyere diplomatic community for say system no enu ene si ewo ayawaso west woko be na wochi anase busumi mienu anase miensa enie yenuanu mu enu kra ne de mia madamfo mi bra penyi inu safosteni ene die ni mu a womu ekoye the same idea omu ye kan wasem sese no we change more background so that we can follow the conversation to wadaroma misrao oma kofa enibia oma ye ne se obroni ene ka news ewo BBC oma fa BBC for logo omu editi eyusu enini ti se obroni ene kan news se ye chiga na penyi bi wokra sika pudo 26 million pounds ewo United Kingdom ye nyina ebehu ne se ni nyina eye ntrofita eti we nyina odi tutu intelligence ya edinum kura free ye nuanom NDC for nankasa wo mumu kire wo se sisia no de nam se wo mu campaign no atonsuo mu okada ni mochira se mo mu ka kire amanfo obi anye krado se obeti campaign messages bi sa messenger na walker se no eye ye man penyin dada Mr. John Dramani Mahama onye credible because agbako ye se kwatikwa se obema wontuma oji tumwa enye yie because Ghana for amano sa akwenya yi pen wontumi amfa akoto enye nkwan etinu the messenger is not credible and the message is not credible if ye jinidia enye yie womu ankasa agya tumu se ade no de message no campaign atonso mu ntino afi de o mabbo se akabaye 1 week 5 days 3 days ayebe kwakoto aba no ni awomu ye bi in 2008 akoye se aye duma edi ma awomu no omu besa isa se aye biom enu ntina me tell say intelligence no we just did not take it and then swallow this line hook and sinker ye di tutu womu niye eni womu track record ehun enu ne ma ye nyina so se ni awomu ankasa mu nipa efo ni bi edi breye no yade a e wo se yetumi bo Ghana for kokko enu ne ma Ministry of Information mi penyi kojo oponkroma di ye ni mu aye nyina ye bo ne chidomo a ye ebo Ghana for kokko se ye nuanu NDC for no wo mu ankasa nim se ye back campaign pa dia atonso mu che campaign a yetumi du baby a na flag bearer no afi nipa onu edom mo manyoko a oba hokura no utumi pom no se on free hanko chese wako campaign western of nanu o mampinyin dada okobisa se within the last 4 years no mo life no akwa animu anase akwa tire na ususu se nam se wo mu ye NDC fonti o mu beka se akwa tire bonkrofo no so a benefiti every planting for food and jobs wo mu a benefiti from one constituency one ambulance wo mu ma go free SHS eti no kwede eye ba kope obisa wo mu no even though eye NDC rally prana nkofo no tie mu se ya life akoye ni mu baba eti no bibia epepe se campaign bi atonsu mu o share research bi aba
honorable deputy minister
background na mika se mi ana
yamra o kan se eye video bi a na prosifo bi omunua efrimo no makwa ye no mo raise mora na say former president no odi ko kire diplomatic committee na otwitwa na odi bi hihye mu na odi ko you are suggesting say former president na or doctor video di ko kire diplomatic committee ana
what say wasuma obi say on doctor empo a ono na di ko kire diplomatic community no eteno semi bonus ubona medical nia fonina video na we ko kire diplomatic community no na enye ni nyina na eye ayawaso westwo enti no ɛdeɛ na ɛbɛba ama wobɛkɔ akɔfa ani foforɔ bi baabi ɛde abɛhyɛ mu. The intent may be very diabolical, if not even criminal. The Uber Dada Crawford, and no never ma, the Wuna we you, so Suma will be and the Oyama wo. Wuna would be at the Enokoma diplomatic community. No, I'm if to say, what a way dear, and for who says Sebisebio, a flag bearer once a acre, another former president in Pooh. I think, say, sa niya yediba amanyo semu a eye ntro se yegu nipa ho fi asemu a yankasa yakoma mu yenim se enimu ne mumu ye be han ye ni na yaka se ewumu no eyade a we must insist that we should remove it from our body politic, and they will be no, we must call them out very strongly. I am very, very disappointed say obi a wope to me say obedi Ghana nim na onu de wobegina entro any enkontom postu say odi pray to me na me pengu ba say sa to me no ko e ko kan nsem pe de e de say na Ghana for yewu yewu kura aka ye
ti ma yenhwɛ ɛnɛ video bi ababɔntene na enipa 9 ɛna ɛwɔ video no mu ɛmɛɛma mmiɛnsa ɛna ɔbaa baako in one breath ɛsi video no stage no ɛyɛ 2016 na ɛyɛ campaign support ɛna obi de boa mu adeɛ ɛne t-shirt a rise for change wɔde ɛɛba ɛna in the same video nipa 9 no asa gyina mu ɛyɛ ɔbaa baako ne mmarima mmiɛnsa ɛna no so yɛsɛ 2017 na obi a na yɛto abawieyɛ previous government previous president no ɛmaa no position ɛna ne position abɛyɛ shaky ɛno nti wɔde boa mu adeɛ ɛkɔ akɔpa kyɛw nneɛma na tena hɔ. Ministry of Information ma wo no video yi ne mu deɛ hene ɛna mo associated with
ofa me da se nia kokona minister boy no eno na yenuanom adifo wo makuma mu ye tinete no wo mu esa ye nia yenya ntia se wo bɛyɛ that video no nia wo mu si eye 2017 die ana obi kasa wo video nechi enye video no mu video nechi there's a voice over, there's a narration over at the end no nipa no na no se all ka insem no ubetie ene no but se nipa se mini wu ka se yi ube se me no ma no eko ba ubetumi se me na me kasa no video ba ku now NDC for doctor o mo dia be share system no mo no eno no se obi na no kasa e wa de no so Nemumu, there is an original version bia if the funny bia omu ewo original recording na the private office of then candidate Akufo-Addo, not President Akufo-Addo, candidate Akufo-Addo, ni private office ya odi ye ni campaign. That original video no so wa monting enunu ushia ubehu se edube bi kra na nipa no kasa kra na ubehu se na no any asema eba no utumi hu se lip singing no the whole clear entino area isi na me kan bi kra penyin bi your friend no manase awuni azuri and asabia wa tire e dia to Facebook say no that recording undercover investigation no wa bring wo mo wa ye bebre na onu ebetumi di ni sanse ne busu say voice na anase nia NDC for edifa ura Kelvin Taylor a wo ye obi a ya sada bone pa a wontu ye mai mu ha woti abrochire because omo pese omo nim se ni omo ba be ye no etiamra entino uye Ghana ha emra ne wo betumi edi enti ye sheda epeja abrantie no ekɔhyɛ amanonte America ɛna ya bɔ ne pa yiran fo pa na ye di ama no a wono no n'adwuma no sɛ best send Crawford account to the parcel. Former President Jerry Rawlings, I want the baby call. That brand here is supano, Edina, Temu, kama, and you know about it. Tansuna, Nana, Asantura, Asantini, boy, Edini, chief Femu Bibri, video no, available. That same channel, and NDC4, a Usua, one more edit and introduced video, a Bible thing, but media.
At the end, I video no, a year 2016, and you shoot to ye.
What video no crano you shoot to candidate Akufo-Addo in office. By 2017, Omanpenyi Nana Akufo-Addo na onye juma was her office no krebio. Otuba Jubilee House ebe year juma se president. And to know Ushe original video no kra. In fact, candidate Akufo-Addo Ushe na tadi shemu kranku as against President Akufo-Addo Ushe atadi shemu kra na ube huse adieno eye candidate Akufo-Addo legina ho. Yenyina yenim Akufo-Addo ni presidential office Jubilee House. Yenim yehun foni ni bebree. Ena yehun foni fo eswa every candidate Akufo-Addo 2016 presidential election yehun ni office. It is the office. Now original video no there. And so baby even in Kofonba here on waiting area. Omo yin now because for protection of candidate Akufo-Addo and for posterity's sake, security arrangements in that office, there were cameras were baby. And there is the original footage. About Bontia, extra time and Kofonba here, baby Omotina ya Omo Epko Omanpenyi then candidate Akufo-Addo Nicheno. To follow the conversation, ube hunu kama. I don't know any narrative. Ama papa bi ene die ni mu a wonpo amane o church mu se mami Fauzia edi t-shirt 1,000 pieces edi bebuwa na Akufo-Addo campaign utie sa video no mu kra na ehona na enne oye ambassador to America bafewa ewo video no mu bi onukwa be mu se asawasi candidate no MPP candidate no na o so kire ne se ohia t-shirt papa entino echina kwa no onu be kokumase entino anka wo be pese what t-shirt no kokumase ama candidate Akufo-Addo to mu say okay come on kwa na odi komano. Well, for me I can talk to this because me nim se ukaya in 2016 kwano me na me ye Akufo-Addo the campaign is emubako eti me nim nia na ekoso me nim se nkofo no edi 1,000 t-shirts any 40,000 edi buy enu krampo no I can assure you Osha video original video no mukra no denomination bi any because na eye gan eye CD asem na eye ka NDC for doctor tip no womudi because omo nim say hey 40,000 president mu apa 40,000 cedis there amount for engine to mu no yen $5 shemu eti omo kasa na nyina no at that time no you will not see the people's lips the ekoba say nipa kasa in the original video ube who said nanado kasa oh come on take it to it's what you call man ube who said na no any kasa ni na the same and you know me see amanyo pro na abasi say no omusuni omubai ni o omu a omu pre to me say Ghana yemfa Ghana say omunsem no modus operandi new to the extent that they will invest in infrastructure yet to me done independent the buye ADAKABRI mini uka say NDC for if dia womu pese who sounded to say oba ye bema wa sounded to say oba ye pese who sounded to say obronia ye be ube sounded to say obroni sa way infrastructure no sa efidie no eno mudi yes sa your friend is saying, your friend is saying, BBC, Dr. Tip.
It is a Jumadia, I will say NDC for a Some Fidea, I will say NDC for a way. MPP for Munimu, yeah, in Fidia Mobi.
What for debut? Nimiyane dear, me donya me can't grateful. You won't go for a being a war artificial intelligence mo your party mo papa. Nemo mu ye penya oda ya no. Oma kwan kura se bibia eye e be fake no. Ye di ye hu ebe for kura. Eti ye won krofo a wo mu etumi omu hu fake pe omu be hu se we ye fake. Because omu wo nimdie no oma sua ho oma ko hu sua sua security experts e wo ho a omu hu fake ya omu betumi a kire se we ye fake. Nemo mu se ye wo efidie no any adagye no any opepa no say ye be use that method of winning the election no enu na ye de ye ndi ndc for na wo bi enu na ma ora ilu safuseni ekodi ni mu a okoka cha ye say BBC story BC 26 million pounds 2 hours later and omo release doc tape will be another manufactured tape will be on social media purporting to be a BBC report. Omo di demo e won kran e wo akra Ghana ya e won kran e no mo ye.
Sadie we ba out no. Hurting the chances of president of the republic ana.
Oh no, it has exposed the NDC for who they are. If it has hurt anybody's campaign, kakrana aka edima John Mahama no ena afi dia ase no kura. Che over the people of Ghana are discerning no. Sebi yengro ye nimu nkosro. Ghana for no edim ne ko papa say aka 5 days. Ayebe kwa kontu aba. The mu video according to mu ankasa ne amu ka no yemfa ne mpose ne amu ka no kra edimu die. But wo de yemfa ne say eyenukre. This for kura video a yesi wo mampanyi eja demudie 2017 oma free 2017 ama 2020 5 days ya beto aba answer mu the video na ba bontin. Why Ghana ni badrim baben na beji sa the year. But if I can assure you, there's a world of difference between Nana Akufo-Addo and Ora John Mahama. So you can't ademudie ni corruption dream katasese pro ye ni kankan dia. Sebi ebi ni ye man penyi Nana Akufo-Addo afakra. Bebre ewo Ora John Dramani afa ukai se onu na ye chi no se wakoji ademudie Ford vehicle from a contractor open contract jawo Ghana. Apayapa what did Ford no man no papa no nya contract no. His only defense, as pathetic as it may sound, was that BG be the African presidential pool no. But what do you hear? Number 2, nano ya BBC for ebisa o mampinyin dada Mahama. What the mudia paying? Have you taken a bribe before? Who you corrupt? Who do your mind sika? I feel bisa say as a nipa na say.
Ana deputy minister me emra yenim. Ebiasi ama ye de sigina ye ebi na wo kan say okoko J ademu ade ema ni only defense ne say de be wo de kan yi enne
BBC de na me kana
pacho dia ba ne say sa video yi say o asset say na aye before 2016 election na campaign time na ye private office ana ye de ekọ ya obi kura gina ha obebusa say na obi ebe support to campaign no a candidate no this kind of command na candidate no atwe won diary mu ana
ane yetibe yes also campaign donation de obetimi aye ewo kwahudo bebre so obetumi adonate e de ama party no me say imagine about open ebe say wo of akra wa bua me pen imagine about 2012 MPP parliamentary candidate edima me constituency ofa who can say wa bua me
Enyo mabua edom bebe akoko di DC.
Party chairman. Udi mami.
Anti
Obisu etimi di sikano koma party chairman. Uti afie. Anti money there. Minimum be 2016 na me candidate presidential aide to Nana Akufo-Addo minimum be a Wabua party no. Ena osan bua candidate no. Ni bi enu nyina me na me di enimu aye koye. Wo see onu ne de 3 SHS na Nana Akufo-Addo se ode beba no. On enukwa ne kana kuma. Na wonu bra wo bre ansa na. Wotumi ewie ni school a wakosua ade e wo Oxford. Ye kasai na oye juma e wo World Bank oye Ghana ni but oye juma wo World Bank. Eti woti se Nanado ese onu wo be ye free SHS ya. Kese akana kuma ama wafa ye mushen efri America ebaye. Na onim Nana Akufo-Addo numpo. Eti na danfo bi ene ye misu madamfo bi papa. And our children say, oh, my son's friend is a campaign aide and he's coming to the house. And my friend me say, Papa, was for America now, but now was it free as it is no and you know, person obwa kwan ben so no person obwa. And I miss you. Over to me abwa party no. And you call party office. Ama okoye donation kakara. Was it person on sign set on share Nana Akufo-Addo. Na on encouraging to say ni awo ye no nyame bua na to me kan sa on make sure say obe implementing you see you the side ni ko Nana Akufo-Addo ho so a wo see kakra mudi be ko voter region akwa ye campaign mudi kakra yi enfa tofu and you know people can give support to the candidate, people can give support to the party.
Okay.
And they have done that.
Yo, enti ora pious enam
hadi na yeti ya Mr. Mahama yeti say yesi eluka ye fake another fake say yendi anu mu a wo mu ekura de e wo jom cry from saying kaya ye for edi once the omo be something edi once the Mahama I don't know man for once the na party office.
Okay.
Edu ko mo na teacher sika no ma wo mu say omo fambra wo.
Yo, okay. Enti ora hadide na watch video no dia say eye before 2016 what ni wo mu a ye describe eye ora Asenso Boache ene ora Edmond Chei as presidential staffers ana
Debbie video na ye original no 2060 yetumi bɔ Asenso Boache din wɔ mu ma ne yɛ because Asenso Boache ɛyɛ Nanado abuafo kɛseɛ paa in 2016 me answer mɛyɛ aid to Nana Akufo-Addo in 2016 na Asenso ɛyɛ aid dada I joined the team ɛnti no ɛnyɛ mi mwanwa sɛ obi bɛka sɛ Asenso Boache ɛnti no say you bet Asenso Boache original voice no so there ɛnyɛ mi mwanwa but Dr. Tape no ɛna ebia wo be hu sɛ who say presidential staffer because my understanding is that the proper rendition of Asenso's portfolio is deputy chief of staff. And so I don't know presidential staffer. The proper rendition of his portfolio is deputy chief of staff.
See, again, Bema, say 2016 dear, in one of the men, from one of the men, or describe Ghana man, say His Excellency.
Oh, and no crown the over. Me, I meet here, Kurano. I'll use myself as an example. 2016, me, Nana Akufo-Addo, not my friend, Mr. President. Me, media to me, say, Papa, no, President, no, where dear. And to me, Shiano be a friend, Mr. President. Not was right. Now, that question in the idea. Say you share original tape no more. Now you who say original tape no more. Gentleman no addressing and say, Your Excellency, and no dear. We can ask the gentleman why he did that. I may not be able to speak for him, but I can speak for myself. Say, campaigning in Army, there are several programs. I mean, which I mean, MCA before 2016. But that time, programs are here public record, videos, Facebook says, yeah, baby, the me pious, na me MC Nkwandia, be friend with Your Excellency, the President of the Republic.
Yani eye pious enam hadide deputy information minister ene didin komo eye video bi a apie na efa yesi yetwa no before 2016 election obi na de eye boamu ade ene entoboa kakra eba beboa campaign ede akoma eye the dem flag bearer ebi so se da bi yetwa no 2017 na obi adwuma na ebeboro no osoma ne nua ba ne nua ebema ema osoma na yire ene ne nua bema te wo mfa boa mu ade emfa nko ora hadide yenim nipa wo twa video yi
Wova eno no de Mr. Eno de mintumi ya no sinte ne mumu no ni anka me pese me twe wadwene ba so ne se sebi wo ena wo ebe pese obi enkosre emma wo na yemfa wo adwuma mu a sebi wan kasa ne de wontumi nko agise wo suma wo yire eno ne beboa ho kana for engineering ho. Number 2 nia wodi video na ba bonte a wo bisa me sese no nia ya boa no according to the fake story that the NDC is saying to us there. Obi akotia ademudiama ya kipu na edwuma mu. Enti nipa na wotia ademudie no aya kipu na edwuma mu no. Wasa fake a release video no say nkofo ehun say otia ademudie so that he can be kept. And na say anado na according to the fake story that the NDC is peddling no say onu na tia ademudie no nanado na di video no eba abonting because nipa na wo mu wodan no mu no wo na wo ka che misisi ase wo mu ye 4 pe e de wodan no mu enye sa
nipa 4 na wo mu appear e wo video no.
Absolutely. So you udia de no wo be bisa wo say if you when the year recording no eti no ni awo year recording no e den na be na a release the recording no say yam pa say the fake story no e na ye true. Why would anybody release that kind of video?
Ma yeah, show.
It is clear, say the other video near NDC for the fact Kelvin Taylor. So anyone who fake news tells somebody babon, you know. I am doctor, I am fake, I am troll, I am fit, I am profita. Mahama Nani campaign go bad offer. One thing we are doing, I'm not too happy about it. Yes, I think 34 minutes and a bit. Nanka yendi ya. Free SHS ayaye. Any niya baba ye biom. One district, one factory. Any niya baba ye biom. Wa unia alanchamanti juma pa wa ye. Our ministry and industrialization. And ye cars. Our Ghana. Okay. Any market. Market ya any promises ya Ghana.
It is a susu senka. Yenya sa se we kan yenko kasa ade no.
Absolutely.
Now at the time,
on fake news.
Did we waste time on previous president and here say wakwaji Ford expedition? No,
fake news.
Then any fake news to say wakwaji bribe.
The fake. But the only defense was that you know. Media Boka presidential fleet and Ukraine afterthought.
Because there are suggestions from the other sides to say Ura Edmond Chino describe Asenso as a deputy chief of staff. What me so do you have an idea nipa otimi shoot to video?
Well, the original video now about Bontini there, I am telling you, sir, there are arrangements. There were arrangements in that office here. for security and all of that. And the original file. As to how Obi and Sabeka original Fanamana doctor and in a symphony there. It is a question for Kevin Taylor NDC. For I understand that you spoke to the NDC deputy propaganda person. And see, baby, Omunya video nifreno, Ebia, he will be in a better position to speak to it.
Now, would
and
you
yes, more video no every 2017. 20 said the whole of 2017 Omanka wants them. The whole of 2018 Omanka wants them. The whole of 2019 Omanka wants them. 2020 Omanka wants them. December 2nd. Aka 5 days I bet to aba answer now. Momodi adia according to them. SC year in January of 2017.
Now,
according to them.
As it is.
Which is not true.
That was say any idea behind more into why are you worried? They say, oh, my money in them.
Oh, Debbie, I'm exposing I'm trying to let you understand, sir. I didn't know and yet no doctor, they had lie. Because if the NDC had this from 2017, they would have played it to the people of Ghana. And see, I'm suggesting to you, sir, even Bisa who say I didn't say I'm past say was that video now. Why did you have to wait until now? Because they didn't have it, it didn't exist. They now just have to doctor the original tape to make it for politics because this year over 2 million votes na Nana baby team Mahama.
Oh, okay.
The campaign is not sticking, it's not flying. There's
okay.
There's no message. Can you imagine 1 week to an election? I feel na NDC for a year amendments to their manifesto. Is it not scandalous? Hey, are these people serious? And the way Muna, a binumu still to say, in Kamubetu Abama, Jomahama, Debian Mekava. Will be obeying at you so betu Abama, Jomahama, Nanipano. What cotton into my Odiakoma carpenter, Selpanta, Akareman. One carpenter, Wapama Tarema, Eda. The same way, carpenter, and to me, and Pam Atari and Shenipa. That same way, John Mahama, and to me, Bumai. He's incompetent at it.
You, I know the 8 year, dear Ukrano, then Cabay or disability, and not young fancier. Now, I worry about you when you worry me.
Of our Basu.
Hey, say, be my fair, I be deputy minister, a young Crawford. You be buying some money, I worry, and I'm a person who's more fast, so I worry me.
Still, how many OKFM, a friend saying, Kwame Nkrumah, and I share me boss or Bebuami. Who's a mimi free, mean to me in Casa, a man named Mumu, a Mapanamijan, Tino. I dare know, I yet the mammy. Kwame Nkrumah, I share me boss or Bebuami. I feel there, and net, a china, and two of a Bessin. In Cranibeka, Kebashing, Miana Miro Matade, Miana Minia Mediane, Miana Mia Bibia. Until Minim say over Ubetimia Buamia, Media, near Yamibam Swama Mibiano, Mesumusa,
indeed,
Unia Kituan Hutinuba.
You for penny paper na, Memfa or by the telephone number from Mount a year live on air. I said that that is so Medima one is
no before me I did so be very bed 1 week and some kind of make be a good two from a Modena minimum for only the incoming member of parliament for
one because OPK
Muti number and the number break
and as I say Harold the tear
Harold what in new OPK number and
but then there's this picture of a birthday, me Anodiana, me annuity table. And I'm particularly worried as to a brow persistence poster of me a Diane on your birthday now in the table. Na Moody.
The Biao, this year, you can say, our friends saying you remember the not yet.
And I'm a wow.
Minya worried on one or cram Mukagaka.
Chess, but one about dada.
What was saying?
But one about dada.
baby, I was in the media.
And I remember man one casamra, me for number mamma and omra.
NDC for fake news in the premier to the one say you. NDC for fake news, and I do me have to.
Because the American said, no, what Diane. Yes, we see any mukas and a diving. Let me just say, Wunya, our baby, my uncle, dad, them on. I just say, who's that? How do you crack? Inti, mammy, wow. Now, Obana, me do man Sour Barnos incidentally, Ufri, K2 North.
Oh, okay.
Aha, Ufri K2 North.
Baby,
oh, that be me person, me person, me de one kasa ukrum ni ba de mount. Do that will beat me and na ujina also so ujina hopa. Enti your friend you ready na number no fa pen paper. Me person me sa wo ba ma promising say me man kunu papa enti me do ma no ni number no you ready e Japan it ro why ready oba ni number is 0244
0244
50 37 91 your friend Jifa and also called University of Cape Coast.
Oh, okay.
Enti Ufri Ketu North. Enti our baby so take. Enti going forward. Me pese o sha se no aduane why? Enti Freddy says here o na me be friend abusa na say what me afre na na. Why? Freddy says here.
Me pay credit, me yet transfer na my friend.
Can you imagine? Bema bia wonya payos abe frɛ me dɔfo Jifa na enya payos bema kro no me bodua honorable deputy minister me de wase pa
we enkoma madam fofo no mo we mo madam fofo Harold ne opike ne fifi kwafo
ai
we no wo ma umusa won ne no ma me pa
ai se wa wo be frɛ Jifa na wonya enam hadede ade agensuo a me de be bodua no anye nsu kitwa honorable deputy minister frɛ no na ne nya nhyehyɛ no mfa hu mfa mra me why
Mati
enti misramo asema da hotia wa ne se obey we ye kama papa na ye frɛ no Jifa Tega enti omu nyina mu firi Ketu North enti omu enka mu ho na onu abibi mfama no ai enti Jifa wadaruma media na anye yi amedo amobi ai media na anye yi enti me na mobi de obetimi ahwe no na me na ma no enti Jif de wo mu bia na bra be ka kire me ugusu tie nit 100.9 FM afi yankin kan messages kakra udi fa 0506000909 wasi ADAKABRI don't mind Pius. He is good at that. He knows how to win his way to women. What if I pretend to be Pius and call the lady? Oh no, ADAKABRI, I'm ambushing Pius. And then ask Pius about his exploits and so many memorial bar. Asam na daho yo. Me de mama ni bi. Wentimi ankwa ye no ho ade a me de krom ni so na de ama no no. Wafa, good afternoon. You take a bribe and write down the name of the number of the person who bribed you. So, in 2017, after the MPP won, the president took a bribe of T-shirts with a rise for change written on them. This is a shot from NDC so-called corruption video. I feel very bad for my friends who are well educated in the NDC. They have always distanced themselves from the party because of some of these things, which make them feel really bad. When you have no campaign message, you resort to useless things like this. Kofi Brookman, Mataheku, Anna Odifria, what they ebuy. ADAKABRI. By the end of next week, JDM will promise one woman, one car. We have to vote for serious leader like Nanado and MPP candidates. Ibo Temanono. Ya bekwame yaka history bi acho se Ghana man panyini bi ba ya. Obebe ye e madoye papa. Can you tell me which Ghana man panyini obeye madoye? Panyi kwada me. The Ghana man panyini bi aba. Ama wobeye madoye papa. Ache se sa Ghana man panyini no. Oye madoye pa. Wetimi a WhatsApp aka ache me Ghana man panyini a obeye madoye 050-600-0909. Ghana man panyina ne pencil obeye ma adoye. These are the words so oye ma adoye. Why hwania was apobra the yankin. Ghanaians don't have a short or say Ghanaians, let's vote massively for President Akufo-Addo and stop listening to useless audios and videos from messageless NDC. Odoi Tema and Odi free by. ADAKABRI. When did you become an escort? Nana Kusine Eka saying. Biomark from Amasama Dar es Salaam. Please let MPP and GS understand that we graduates from colleges of education from 2017, 2018, and 2019 won't vote unless we have been posted. Anna or they ebuy. Or say, Wafa, you're a very bad man. Matthew, London, Anna or the free yard. Or they abba. Nah. What's Wafa? Good afternoon to you. Oh, Titi, out here, Omabedru. Kofum free abetiasia no mabetna hey. ADAKABRI. Share obidi aba was a ken kutu champon. The Ghana man panyini be pa no be Ghana ma adoye. Sir. Sir. I say good afternoon, ADAKABRI. Well, that has your producer has called has degraded and flattened your educative program, and we have or different yaba Düsseldorf, Germany, Pia, and I say where no fatu. What's the general culture champion? I said, ye pegana mampanyina obeye ma doye during the tenwa. Where?
Of a sudden, the papa.
That is a Ghana mampanyina obeye ma doye. It is a nice Ghana mampanyina obeye ma doye. Go be jina biom dia koko.
But I feel so go for your doye pao.
Sir,
as they say, I try go for do fear the adina.
And you was say, Couture Champon at Trendepao. Was it can Ignatius Couture Champon? Hega, and what do we so buy? Was a Couture Champon trendy. Was it Wafa? Good afternoon. Wafa, I sometimes don't understand Pius. If I were him,
I will never talk about corruption.
Asawaba. Asawaba. But as a nipa bonnet for Mama Pius had the dead girls see I sent of one friend again. Jiva catch you piazza when your Pius I'm me body. Why? Me from to see what you are. Me from to see.
Of I said,
me friend, but you go down me. Bra. Jiva sent of one friend now. Or you interview no. Interview no. Kasa will bet me Pius I can't. So many free K2 North, a K2 South no. No, K2 North rather no. A woman in a friend God, mammy. Woman in a
girl, and I would it.
So don't have a girl.
That's of our class of us or ho na ni ya dem.
I won't fa.
Say mun nyina mabo class ho.
Say the city. I fridge fateva tegama sisi number. Wa I say nipa bi asi akire e frefre no na me be bubo mu nyina adua. What ya na? Me be bubo mu nyina mu dua. Tiji fan fi obi apayo so pe. O ye pe no naka o mu kuro mu kasa.
Number no me boy na man save. Because Ofana kasa sisi ya.
Me na kasa sisi ya no dey complain ba say omo ba na say one oka omo kuro mu kasa no a na nipa so a wedding no obey chairman of the wedding eye Modestus Ahiagle. Me wofa na ebe wedding no. Ade na mo yesa. Ade pious so ntimi nkasa na be ade na man free so na makosi akire. Baba, good afternoon. Ofa, I sometimes don't understand pious. If I were him, I wouldn't come out to defend this because he's too corrupt. Oh. We have not forgotten about the Australian visa scandal. Anyway, Ofa, I equally need a Muslim woman to marry, so help me. Hey, a Muslim woman. I had a Muslim woman back or your sergeant or your midwife, what pass it out here, Nakopul. Your friend, a sergeant Al Hassan or police hospital to train or got malaria or best about next week. What you now? We didn't be mount.
Numbers also charm maybe so. Nye pious won't go hear numbers.
Because I know Kwan as I last and say, maybe find somebody for me. And then they will be so up a Muslim woman. Necessarily last or your midwife, a police hospital. Sergeant Nenyabi, me deliver man of Papa. Was saying, good afternoon, ADAKABRI. As for this number is now open to competition. We will try our luck. Every stemmer open to debate competition. Jai, where
the ABAJ?
Was it good day, ADAKABRI? Please tell the NDC they can bring any video. We still vote for Nana. I'm Nana Trimodehine and what they Abba. Also the free malam. I say good afternoon. Former President General Champon. Alex Kaka. Hey, General Champon. He said Ghana man penino by your mother. So surprising say oh my papa ne free mo. General Kutu what me Amra. I mean in the papa. General Kutu Champon. And Jifa.
Me say the time me pick me phone na obi say me pick me say ADAKABRI wati. Oh, sir.
Someone say, me pese me come I no papa ho achimota na me ko ka kire o mo say. Me de pious had the day.
Ombra.
Asema me pa no.
Jifa, I'm in the studio. Titi Kateno is in the studio.
This is there. Oh my sweetheart.
We are private property. That's a go man. In fact, the guy is private property.
Jiva. Me pacho. Pious. Naba power. Also so. The entire me person me de pious man say. Only bit me a show. Na me show height. Na me show pious height. Na pious sorry ne maame. And a year aduane no ne maame akotena table. Me person me avoid this idea. Pious on worry. What na say man omoya miensa and omunyina ko University of Cape Coast.
Oh no,
Harold Boateng.
Because and, before my 40. By this time then for 9 years be amano.
But when you be and me
be say o be na ban so a very popular say.
There be o sin na numo kum na ontime nkeka. Ya to say madam for kwabram. Ati gisa me sheda keka na me ne no aye say ye ba wo ho. Na me duru ho no ne nya duru ye motorway no junction so pe na jano say onko.
Na say why you ready na ma.
Aha, na say be impreduasa. O pe eye enam no so a wo sesebu anum.
Are you coming home tonight?
Come on. I want any power. NDC need be any power. What you na? I didn't switch him. A fagina MPP, na fagina NDC. What you na? The Ujina NDC. Aha. And kaso bi ahun. Inti the eba ne say. Me neneka. Na be pene de so ni mu no.
Oh, minimum. No, ni me wo.
Onu ni munti oba pene de.
So what time me come ni? That's my plastic.
Anu na sa part no na me pese me ye. Edi ma wie no, edi me ba ba hwe na makwa akopɛ me ofa Modesto ahiable na matoto aye bibia. What ya na? Have a great day, and I shall certainly contact you further. Now, I want this marriage to become a reality, okay? Right. And someone that I want to know, would young for pious had the day now be the OPK when he Harold moon take advantage to see an among call me warina my pious and 10. And I said that honor, I don't know. Who could suit it? 100.9 FM. Quasi quatia bedru. Titi Katano, Esoso Ababidru, and Samino Edaho, na Yadinkomo.
Oha FRIMPONG Needs FM. What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. You're right, just the way you like. Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Efiora, me mwachio Efiora. Yes on.
Machi o Efiora. Efiora me chia wonye so.
Hey, Ewra, enfase mamsu. Wati? E ba force search me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wafi, we dia me pese oni Efiora bekon. Efiora we dia ye kwa sori abo. Ewrade. Momo kwa sori. Ye pompaye. Ewrade kasoro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne mma edi nsuo hia twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Ne fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodew. Mo mame. Na mu wi a ma sora kwotena so ndem se ye kosumu ya.
Bese na dia ya late nso me yanki kabinje Efiora ye wi ya kwasere body fate ke Efiora wuti fia se light bi no water bi oba wuntua bi wo boa se sika na ne fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
ka hwe me catch we pray fa say this way chocolate drink no metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuohie na nsuohie so me ntoi se me bufu a betumi ato bag mu a wate yeah Efiora we nkwa de ma abunfu e koto mi
Efiora fi de ya bre ma abunfu bi
munyam sumponie na mo ba ya trimodefo
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atom se eye
Utie Oha FRIMPONG Needs FM. Utie Oha FRIMPONG Needs FM.
Efiora, me mwachio Efiora. Yes on.
Machi o Efiora. Efiora me chia wonye so.
Hey, Ewra, enfase mamsu. Wati? E ba force search ya me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wafi, we dia me pese oni Efiora bekon. Efiora we dia ye kwa sori abo. Ewrade. Momo kwa sori. Ye pompaye. Ewrade kasoro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne mma edi nsuo hia twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Ne fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodew. Mo mame. Na mu wi a ma soro akotena so ndem se ye kosumu ya.
Bese na dia ya late nso me yanki kabinje Efiora ye wi ya kwasere body fate ke Efiora wuti fia se light bi no water bi oba wuntua bi wo boa se sika na ne fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
ka hwe me catch we pray fa say this way chocolate drink no metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuohie na nsuohie so me ntoi se me bufu a betumi ato bag mu a wate yeah Efiora we nkwa de ma abunfu e koto mi
Efiora fi de ya bre ma abunfu bi
munyam sumponie na mo ba ya trimodefo
FDA ahwehwe sɛ adwodie nkratoe mu agye atom sɛ ɛyɛ.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? You gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you glow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA. Needs FM.
Needs 100.9 FM. So na ene openima boss me ne detos me no afimpino aduo no. Na yatena sena. Ene kwada. Echini yawo ifiada memenda. Pasiada. Then on the 5th day, bingo. 7 a.m. up to 5 p.m. Any fears, any complacency, any happiness, turn out who see you. TT catching of the NDC. Being to way.
ADAKABRI, you have it out. So can kind this the crowd every say a bear broso. That the see idea, the air do the dear. I wanna a bank just a collar one year berry into. Say, oh, baby, I was so young and then it's in the year. No cranya me anim. Ubia ebo one home accord election. Na answer na meka and no one 7 the match me parliamentary candidate ewola that they go to po. Return na odule soa. A few way ye ji akonya. Said ye beji sika ewo baby no. Ye ji akonya. Inti la that they go to po fo nyina me kai obia se Jwade Bay in Nayakoto aba. Number 2, Rita na Odole Soa. Number 2, John Dramani Mahama. Na Adiabesano. Na handkerchief na Esu. Ekoya asem so 5 days to elections. Yebeda nyamia se obia wonkwem me bompa se ebedu samre no susu na obia wonkwem obetimi ato sa abade bi. If say abaye kwakoto no ehu hia papa. ADAKABRI 5 days. Who say 5 days, but nye bibia edosu bia de be say na aka 4. Na the air cost wo maimu eneno ena ama yebinumu ye high. Me ba na miti say o say video bia enam kroma ye say omampanyi age bribe. Na it is alleged say waje bribe nkrofo air ka ho asem. Na miti say o bisa questions bi Pius Adije. I wonder say MPP for no say omupo bi mo akoka corruption e defend the corruption Pius ojo upon kroma de sisi a wetu ne hofo nti corruption issues bi a no akota eche no awo aigbeni no eti kose kona kokamae because we na already no corruption ne edware wo visa scandal no edware ndada nti na ye wo netiko no me hu say obrepa. But your man penny, the mother, serpent of all corruption. Say ways who asa be bomu dia. Na Ghana for openia mumbi eto abaman ko bi man to abaman no. Die embemu gidi say ono onye corrupt no. Na video bi so pie a say oje bribe. Ehu. Say nokre, say nya nokre. Say nkrofo we doctored, say nye doctored. Ye hu videos bear 3. One is about 41 minutes. Me hu a video of 41 minutes. Salas for a more first video no. And so me hu the edit a short, it be 6 minutes. But ni nyina e could see at the back so that there was corruption because it was an investigative piece. Ni nyina could see Nana Akufo-Addo so. Inti se way any day call election they are na obia betna se na wadwene mienu se Say omampeni Ojina Independence Square. Ah, yeah, the staff ne share in Saturday or the Sabako in the Kutemu Masu no can oath of secrecy as a president. Ne dia. Yeah, man is Canadian. You who video so in some you know if you say no cash $40,000. $1,000. A dozen. Inti no the ordinary some you. Oh, you mean who back where dollars? I mean 41 minutes tape na me share no $40,000. And also manti t-shirts be out. $40,000. And ordinary some you know energy ADAKABRI. Say Ujina Independence Square woji Ghana nyina ka oath of presidency there. Ordinary sabaku ne kita as staff ni mu no ma so de kire wiase. But you do says kasem be mu the ordinary some you know. And of our diary bi so no true di ni wo mu Dr. Abbas Ovulo. Masa the air kono e wo so obi a to ne ho fo.
E dia pa na esie.
Asemo. Say last week yetete hana Amidu say Nanado ye corrupt. Nanado is the mother serpent of corruption. Yes, so the ejitu mu ene de as resem say Amidu na oni na nya ntokwa na omo ka omo fi asem. But afie de aslide akodu we bi so the video na circulate. Video no kire insem pi say Nana Akufo-Addo eje a bribe. Na president oje bribe de asemo asefim. Also be no otu ne hofo. The political leader of the incumbent party in government eje bribe whilst he was president there. Na heading. Nti me de asemo de enyeme na meye me ho judge because bribe de ADAKABRI to say me ya jibida but ya njini say eno so na iso. Come ka payola bi ADAKABRI ji ya obo bi nyum sa ansa na nyum na hete eno say iso. But we de doors nti say 40,000 dem sure san kala ba over so no start obo nyum na ma ya say apon ma ebisa wasem but we de emu edu ti Ghana for we enyeme na meka che bibia mbeto aba na akọ. Won hwe bibia mbeto aba na akọ. Ehia obi a odi ne huni a onye ni amasei enim gwase eye ferie was cause amenya efiama no ni abrochire a ebisa me say is it really true? Ebi wo ha me catch say it is a video. The judgment is in your own eyes and your ears. Nti wa de uhunu fa ne senia uhunu anyame ma no na me de beka say eye ntro anase eye nokre na de nyina ehunu say sike bi esesa insa because obi pese otena de otena a eye ne position ewo urban roads a Dr. Abbas nti ADAKABRI as opening de meja wo ha
Yo bekano.
niama bebre
Kasi
Over. Over mo ha. Titi you say na me ne track e wo bai. And some aye kan ya oh. Yeah, what backstage in the nkomo kama o. The agitum so ha say a hat ha say ke say part we ni say. E betina na bibia e asesa.
Kwesi ka te me catch us say ye wa bontin dia ye na bofu.
Titi.
Ye nye rest studio ha dia.
No, but you see.
Na e was ye can ye party line because let's say what your MPP shirt.
Titi why interjecting back where and interjecting me. The number person me change na say ye wo backstage say me car say and don't had me buy. E din komo kama no kra ma bia no kra da bia de to. Ye ba na ye nyina ka video say my ye kan. Ye nyina generalizing yourself say there are 3 separate videos. Who Titi who ground ya kan ho asem. And as at now no nobody can speak to the validity of the videos because all the videos are conflicting. Who video where running different commentaries on it. Who another video where running different commentaries on this. And another one also and also something different. But bottom line is then this is alleging that there has been an act of corruption on the president's side, which of course, as at now, remains an allegation I am proving. Over. Adebeko woman say on principles. Yeah, no. Obian who betimi ne nsa esi ne boaka se asemasi ana obenti agisika bia wanye ne kwan ye de etene so we the MPP of course me tie pious member explanation our man ade waka say even the video was taken in 2016 but my have the opportunity to at least see 2 videos. The third one I can was me but I know there is such a video in the system, so I'll not go into say the content of the video that much. But what is the whole thing? The whole discussion is centered on corruption Of course, remember the other side and so I better discuss because this whole governance process in election year is based or pivoted on a whole lot of issues. One critical one, the education. NDC, as at now, I mean, no, say, who's education, your education, I train on home. Because you prefer free SHS by just some few days to elections, and Obeka say free SHS, a no mum crowd policy or bear for you. And a Ghana for who say it's not only inconsistent, but again, is one of the usual lies of the NDC. A ho, and a mochesai, and a homanka one same view. Omoko far, sa mo a year, a health insurance, some of the primary health care, anyone when you on the health policy. You interrogate just some few weeks to election, you say no feasible. Because you can't the whole idea about insurance policy. It survives on the premium of others. And again, yes, I remind you on their track record. Say, maybe I'm promise one time moment in my day. And in say again on two sides are two major things on what they buy into this election. I feel it. What do they resort to? As at now, they have to resort to character assassination and lies and fake news and normal ends and then fata. And I wouldn't mind saying it on this radio. Me say, may your opportunity go through NDC's manifesto. Then can this year diligent explain your manifesto very well and very well. Kibi ana komanya Ghana phobia atwa de amomo. But again, omo manifesto no omo nara. They couldn't even go to the extent so omo interrogating omo explaining manifesto into the ordinary Ghana. In the interrogating and who say they couldn't even explain most of the policies on my head omo listing. And just some few days to election, Oba announced say afraid you know tertiary education was a funny I mean, just confusing. Even on one side, you make a claim, say, manifesto, you went to the people's manifesto. Just days to election, I feel a committee then go and say, and now make a determination on what goes into the manifesto. Where was the people again in all this thing? And here's how normal way, na do some few days now. What the NDC are now resorting to do, say, let's now resort to character assassination. But I want to remind the NDC, say, if character assassination, say President Akufo-Addo, they want to dent his image, or you're corrupt, or you're one when he would have worked that, it would have worked earlier on somewhere in 2016. Because in 2016 it was worse. Where you Bonifo, where you're intolerant, where you're comfort, I mean, we heard all of these things. I feel there may be a bit say where you're corrupt. Worse. Yeah, let's even argue on the allegation of corruption. Over Adebaku say you can't corruption. It is a national problem. Between NPP and NDC, I mean, you may have a problem with corruption because it has been a part of our culture. Me tuka efri asante achem do mesa me baha. Me nyina on the road no so no. Police ni we be jina. At some point no, you may have to compromise. No amount 5 cities no wetwem. At some point no, because you check away. And no, does not necessarily mean say be a me bribe police ni no they are having me way through or something and they are the money but it has become a culture. And then now we feed this one and me catch that was say you can't corruption one kasa corruption wo ya. Ordinarily no any Ghanaian be a man opportunity to be corrupt or be embrace our opportunity no. The problem with corruption the biggest problem is because most people feel say they are not beneficiaries of corruption. Then you say corruption, you know, and it means that as a people acknowledge that it's a national problem. They acknowledge it as a national problem. What it means is they're not peculiar to MPP, they're not peculiar to NDC alone. But the distinguishing factor is that among the two leadership, President Akufo-Addo and John Mahama, one are demonstrating enough commitment to the fight against corruption. Of course, there has been allegations. Some have been proven, some has not been proven. Oh, you see where you say, one of them is a video who has some making. What 3 conflicting videos, a kind of offer. Even as at now, the NDC themselves cannot even make a categorical statement and say, this video is the authentic one, Akufo-Addo and I say B. And Jessica say to influence. Offer, you can't even political party funding. I mean, don't let us pretend. Who doesn't know, say, the political party, as at now, because they are not being sponsored by the state, you know, depend on the charities and the benevolence of other people. So if you have some of the, and I'm saying, I don't even want to go into the details of the video, but granted that is the having argument, and I say it's not even the argument. We even acknowledge the whole scope of corruption, say, a bigger problem. But the two leaders have one at Masolve okay, and say, with the fight against corruption. I mean, I've always insisted, say, yes, MPP cannot on any day stand anywhere so on your buy, you know. There has not been an attempt or there has not been any element of corruption in Jaga. No! But a basse, ye two leaders, but they were facing corruption squarely. Again, it is a coup for it. And the country make us say, so we share fight corruption. Usually, no. Eya na ye fight based on personalities or be a we also be a watch we are now watch we. That's not how we fight corruption alone. In the fight against corruption, mostly you strengthen state institutions. After strengthening state institutions, you try to remove human hands. Because there be any pansa won't be no. I don't know who says any pansa woman a kululu yada. And also, what they have digitization agenda papa at the buy. I mean, it's one of the agendas and also one of the policy interventions abe and kill corruption and say and remove corruption outright by reduce power. You go say encanate pot was near you soon and then no say you dip paperless and the bar on your revenue cost because you can't find change in a headache every ho. Oh, baby, we say your insurance, who acquire your train insurance, and they could develop some of our interventions or the about digitalization agenda na abwa. Again, you must some of reformations which be a legal regimes are president Diaba. Adebako abeso fight corruption oh ye pa and say you have to open access to information because Abibia meka say people can be transparent without being accountable. In the bar, yes, Ministry of when you know about when we took 4 million Ghana cedis by DAC. But let them be accountable. How do you let them be accountable when you have the right to probe them with regards to the information that they give? And only RTI acts on a buy. RTI bill not done Parliament for over 20 years, but the president comes in and the government come and enforce into an act. And yes, the element of corruption, the allegations may be there, the perceptions may be there, but of course, as at now, you've not even substantiated any of them. No, then you measure the two leadership based on their track record on the fight of corruption. And I'm saying, so Akufo-Addo and John Mahama. The distinguishing factor has always been that Akufo-Addo remains committed in the fight against corruption. But of Adebako committees, Adebako is who say, in these last days, the two parties have an interest. Yeah, NPP, your interest will be sure, say, in the fight against corruption. And even all our promises, which included the fight against corruption, will be able to project to Ghana and see a team. And this is a vested interest. So, back to say free SHS, oh, yeah, nursing training allowance no uchemu what they about no class about sabebo home. I mean some of the double standards. Corruption also fighting when man fighting now crown where the ebomu. That is their vested interest. It is very natural with opposition. And this last minute in opposition may say, but what we are saying is that the people of Ghana are very discerning. And this video when a bit my confusion, they cannot sacrifice more video by these conflicting videos at the altar of free SHS. At the altar of a health insurance, at the altar of restored allowance, at the altar of 2 million jobs. I mean, these are the fundamental things that the Ghanaians are going to look on in this election. And the NDC can go on. They can, and of my prophecy was say, say after elections, so another Kwesibocho reporter, but Rebecca said the worst harm that ever happened to the NDC is their poor communication, especially at the last days of the campaign.
Between the NDC and the MPP, who would you say has a command over the communications sector?
Over
communicators, no, on the media.
Over communication. This assessment, the ordinarily it should have been a neutral party and can say yes assessment. But because they were making the opportunity for us to comment on it. Adebako who say you can be a good orator without necessarily being a good communicator. And you bet ma kasa year, kasa tie more pizi uncroft said they be as a major vision. But communication goes beyond that. In communication, you convince the third party to buy into your idea. How do you convince the third party to buy into your idea? You convince the third party based on projects in Hawaii. And projects, how do we measure those projects? Oba office and there now cancel obey and what timaye. Ebi our castle be free SHS. Oba what timaye. O castle be one district, one factory, oba what timaye. Those are the information as a good communicator. No, you sell out to the third party and you convince them. But when you come to the NDC for now, as at now, they are not convincing third parties to buy into their manifesto. Because you had a very good manifesto. You could have gone ahead to defend it. Because, I mean, you claim it's a proposed manifesto. I've never doubted a normal manifesto. Let me say, A and B will not be feasible. Our problem has always been the credibility of Nippon also about the obey implementing. But you look at them this year, they jettisoned their manifesto at the last stage of the campaign and rather attack Akufo-Addo personality and rather bring in false news, fake news. And the man who say the distinguishing factor between the MPP communication and NDC communication is that MPP communication appeals to the people. Say the yesterday, to me no, and it's really the best almost to me. Find the MIA. But when this is what no can say 2 million, Obi for opposition Libano. Omo near ding, gidi said the Omana Yomodiano. And what they are resorted to is throwing lies. And I say, the neutral people, the Momubufu, and the officer Obusam say between MPP and the NDC communication. The all year papa and I said they are all trend and I said the all year Jumani Yepadia. I always give it to the MPP because we communicate to convince the people based on what we've done. And what did you do? You normal, you promise free SHS, one district, one factory, you do new beba, you pay rules, you pay one village, one dam, one district, one warehouse, ambulance, drones. Some money kind we convinces any Ghanaian say near to my. But then NDC doesn't do that. They throw all these things out without justifying them.
Oh, any rebuttal?
Oh, the Dennis will say the NDC manifesto is a good manifesto. It's the people's manifesto. And it is feasible. And
except to say you are poorly communicating.
Yes, except that we are poorly.
No, I'm saying except that they don't have a credible person to. They don't have a credible person to implement it.
But if you go that tangent, I wouldn't buy that because if it's a credible manifesto,
I didn't say it's a credible.
What do you say? It's a good manifesto.
It's been put together well, except to say you are communicating poorly.
Yeah, that's the point.
Really?
Yes, that's the point.
Okay.
And I don't regret saying that.
I don't really have a problem with your assessment of our communication. But,
NDC and MPP, here for communicators, and
currently, MPP communicators, no. Who says some people like Kwamne Japan and friends and Nana Akomia back into the fray because they were lacking 4 runners. The helm of affairs were disappointing. They were not able to speak to issues properly. They lacked a lot of credibility. So if you look at somebody like Deputy Minister now who interviewed Pius Hadide, he has lost so much credibility. Kojo upon Kruma, they've lost so much credibility. So they needed new faces. They needed new faces to come and salvage the dying communication team of the MPP. But these guards normally they are old guards. They have outlived their, if I should say, usefulness in the communication team, in the action or the fight in political front. So they are not really making any impact as a mobile. As compared to the NDC now, once we speak, people try to say it is propaganda, it is this, it is that. It is not what they think. Truth is one. No kwemre, you start here with UTV. Wow, you punch it back up energy in some. The CID appear dumb. I pray that Adum will also not say that they are cancelling the program. But when they cancel that one too, we'll still find somewhere else to propagate it. Now we even have other 2. Pan-African TV is doing, GH1 is also doing it. If they say no to us here, we'll continue elsewhere to be able to tell Ghanaians what we have in store. And if it is about corruption, this is what we'll still tell Ghanaians how corrupt.
University of Ghana researchers are saying corruption and any of what you say the form preferences for which political party to vote for.
You see that they are missing it. I don't know what criteria they use in that their assessment, but I think they are missing it in that their report. Because the middle class, you and I, will be looking at corruption. So if he says the grassroots, those walking by the street won't talk about corruption, that's fine. But we, the middle class, that we are working 8 to 5, corruption is a matter that bothers us because you and I are struggling to get our ends meet. Inti say you best struggle, and somebody by the stroke of pen will make 45 million Ghana cedis over 3.5 years because he's the boss of PPE. Then you should know that we are worried about corruption. Some of us are worried. If the MPP is not worried about corruption because it has become a norm in their party, we as NDC are worried. And the numbers in town or the middle class is worried about corruption. And they are part of those who vote. Into the university report that says that corruption won't play any part in it. We are good. But let me ask you this question. If corruption is not playing a part, listen to all Nanado's speeches for the past weeks. Munjimi Indiana, Enye me na me ka say me say no me nye ana. Metwa montro ana. What is that? That stands to reason this is hunting him, it's eating him up. So he needs to re-emphasize it to be sure the people are getting what he's saying. Do you still believe me? Mujibidi ana. Diameka ni me nye ana. Me your trufo. This stands to reason that psychologically, Nanado is suffering.
I mean, how?
That factor. Because you're a president going to election. Should you be asking people these questions? Why, Ejuma? It's the playback. Inti, for us, corruption is a key stakeholder in this election. And Nanado has demonstrated beyond reasonable doubt that corruption is him. He is the grandmother. He is the grandmother of corruption. And for the past weeks, he has exhibited so much. ADAKABRI, yen Ghana for ye bini binimo. Nkrofo anji ndi se obia oye anti-corruption Moses ene obeye grandmother of corruption in our times.
Emotional.
Inti yebe pa Ghana for acho se abana ye koto no ye to abana ma ye dachi o yentimi na emre bi atwam no na wugidi se na nado ye Moses edu anti-corruption atende wa we hu se ebusuafo ne ne nuanom ena omudi Ghana skanyafo nyafo
JM goes presidency NDC struggle kakra, but with the parliamentary home and dry for the NDC. Then Gabriel Treda also goes presidency MPP home and dry with the parliamentary almost struggle kakra. It's a mind games or real research work.
You see, this election is not dicey for we, the NDC, because we know what we have done. Ye dibejuma ayewo form. Emrebi etwemuno, sa floating voters na omo gie rhetoric ni di yese na na show boy na na beye. I feel no more back to omo realization. Say oh na no okasa keke. Di okan no wanye. ADAKABRI, the River Pra is still coffee brown. Coffee brown. Oh, Massa. You don't let people call into the program to.
It's the NDC people that will call.
What? Oh, why should it be? See, when is the truth? Let's let it go. This Galamsey issue is a problem. This 500 excavators is a problem. 500 excavators now grab ayirao, yehu yo. Asi a year ni. But excavators 500 ayira. Sa tricycles 400 na yira won NDA Northern Development Authority no besine yenhu ye. But kosi kwatin beka say it is not corruption and the investigation is still ongoing. Da ben ye be we investigation be 500 excavators ayira. These were people I would say omo ye illegal mining. We seize omo referring saying excavators say I could see baby. And never bu ho akonta 500 enya taban etu. Oko NDA Northern Development Authority 400 tricycles I say containers mu esi ho besine ayira. And I read a report that says that Kandahar boys say yeah na ya den. Ya say say ya de ko. MPP pro group say ya best say ya de. And this has left to just go like that. 400 naira, 500 neswayira. Into corruption, no dear. This government is cooking it. Omunwa corruption, omunum corruption, omudi corruption, omusani corruption da. Into omu sorry bi omwanwa.
Quick message. Gwazi. SBA Japan, our NDC USA. I should tell you, sir, the MPP. I should tell you, sir, Sami Jemfi is far better in communication skills than 10 MPP communicators put together. Mm-hmm. And that he believes John Dramani Mahama and the NDC will surely win the December 7 elections. SBA Japan or a year NDC USA. Message was from Aron.
Officer, Bruni say, your opinion. There's opinion just like gnosis. Your subjective ones, your objective realities. I've never doubted the skills oratory skills of Sammy. I mean, no problem with that. Sammy is a friend. Indeed, I'm very careful with the choice of words I'm a kafano. And Sebi, when you're a good communicator and also when you're excellent speaker, again, this in your day. But the point is, you asked a question about the two sides between MPP and DC. One they are communication well. And into the that analysis said, when you look at the NDC, especially the communication team led by him, they could have resorted to a manifesto, no? But unfortunately, when they realize a normal woman interrogate your team defender, then they quickly switch to where they do best.
This why I amend your manifesto.
Of our own, it's a new all of a sudden
manifesto
and yes, I bend the manifesto.
Ma amend.
And yes, sir, Sarasa. Yeah, call round the campaign. And a message back. Sound the Wakasa. Message now on what they mayen, if you form the say. Ye mana omuko fla free SHS no. Obey your dear. If you say ye nim senior, ye be boamu going forward. Into ye can't say
be responsive.
Very responsive. Into ye can't say we would pay for their school fees, ye be funding in ano. The following day met as a MPP for your mom scholarship from December something to December 20 BB. Something any was the same says. Yes, ye chimpe when if yanka. Yes, ye be free. Muso and I face must be scholarship. Anyway, over the floor is yours.
The omni say, I mean, even let my main hold on even the communication aspect. I mean, the point is after 7th of December, they be which of the parties that don't communication team was efficient.
NDC is coming to power.
TT to on sa policy ya omo de kofa ba SHMP over over all the old media the match kakra so what ya o say maybe scholarship secretariat for about 2 weeks be nyina no mo ye adibi no mo ye teaser we babonten the big announcement na ni nyina ne say enkwara ye omo wie sa akufo free SHSC the ebe ya mom no say enya omu kwa because so here manifesto no na edi kan promise say uwie na ohwe na wontimi nya sika ntoa so nko university na any tertiary institution aban ebe ma loan no here sa for a student loan na the oba say you only have to produce your Ghana card na guarantor sembi anya dey anyhow enka na no enka the oba say obakwa kope guarantor ba obakọ no problem na won say obi ha ni ho beso odin na yi ne SNET number na the SNET card a guarantee mo obi because I mean the uncertainties and the woman yede also but this time around a bank has obey is a problem na yede efro and that even problem no was even partially solved so pelua but a buy with the big announcement you know from 2017 a buy ba power no afibia na nkora so almost our tertiary institution even continuous students you know there are a whole lot of beneficiaries afibia na buy some scholarship scheme and scholarship packages the omodi yede eco school the abai SIA the big announcement na of course NDC obi anim say ya ba now say and then kwara o mawie is either you hold on I didn't interrupt is either you resort to or apply to the scholarship scheme which is an existent program and I say if you don't want to of course scholarship no be an bit my day enya then you resort to the no guarantor system and you take a loan after you school and why day which year and no one NDC do who buy make announcements.
So in effect, no, or maybe we are policy ana.
Oh, mekanisa. So maybe we are policy. I just say, but of our quantia, or maybe we are policy. Ni say, mona mo say mo manifesto the proposed manifesto and tesa. Most of manifesto mo call as hard down to the grassroots na mo kwa je in data and ifrim for. And the question buza mo say, all this one NDC we fi say, sa di we no mo nya free. If ani nyina no mo nya free. The public in the one I said the people no no more fee no more factor and I said oh titi no people were still going to graduate anyway most say a people's manifesto say a people's manifesto and indeed more call people no na kwaje ya na all this while before more compile mu data information data munya nyina mo transcribe ni nyina compile nyina no all this while monty man fancy mu say na nkofo no so mo pe no pe fa nyina and just less than a week to elections that mobile car say na nkofo ne kan scientists also there o he letter mo de buy almost a committee be na kwatana so and the education committee be na kwatana so no mo de buy so the point is on what basis do a whole document no is premise a people's manifesto now about 6-7 days to election no you jettison what the people are saying. Hina afraid you work of a committee of NDC moment edibishim. Oh, and then because a bomu first a popo bibrana biza. Popo bribri, a bom popo bribri. Na gidi any ya omutwesi any numbers announcement.
But you know omudiano again traction na.
Oh, omudiani gain share the woman say before obeje dino. Ghana for omunsu asa. You have to go to the track record. We show the two leaders from track record on policies like that. And my restricting me on education policy. No, I had the consistency. More sa Akufo-Addo ene John Mahama no emi enuntem ansa na abemu sa some more kan no no kra na say no kra because so wo hwe over bibi te say on education so wonya former president John Mahama obaye no na training allowance wo ho over wuti nursing training allowance teacher training allowance and obetwam again no na Akufo-Addo ka so the free SHS beba no papa ijan na so run over 40 separate address meka UCC ya okoka say so 2 billion onfa enkwara school fees. Again, this is the man's credibility on when it comes to education. Young compared to Akufo-Addo, maybe the Arabia comparative analysis. I never the pa. Akufo-Addo so say me ba free a training allowance na we twem no. Or then the presidency too so say me 20 and go restore. O say me restore. Ampa ba restore. Hey, ade ba kwa me dey training allowance ya restore. So me go school say what am me first degree. Ade ba kwa me sua ya me hu ye ne say so obi gi allowance na ho. Eya nanya nipa kro no kwa na edi ano to the book so. Ese sawo some effect be a nkofo no sa the show mabusuafo ofi.
But the purpose of the allowance anything.
The purpose of allowance na say e ma wo hare wo school mu.
Na che say o the san ko hwe ekoya de foforo na che say o misapply.
No, but you see
na school time
of who you see the literal approach of interpretation because say books say meto books.
Yes, say kokohwe ho e na wo san de abefia behwe.
Of abeba. Say the whole purpose na
and na say bia wo de behwe onkafo bi.
There be offer. Say me bi fie ene nyina ye hia ya adokro ye no say bi fie ye di past 6 na wo ho na me na meti menya kwan akọ training college ni e mama allowance say me fa ntoduane na me fa bi ntoto books akra na bia meti ma ye photocopies na me didi ni mete so na me nwa bi su ti fie no obi so okọ school na me de behwe na ofa boni bia animu sa na ekọ zo na obetwam Akufo-Addo came again and or restore nursing training allowance or restore teacher training allowance or restore nya no nkwan owie no sa mo mu nnwuma ye because we have backlog and go fie nyina owie no sa backlog. And also the phrase SHS na all run over separate 40 separate adverts on was any yen or sa de buy or the phrase SHS ni buy we yen no we no so okay mu we school na enya no kwa already there is scholarship scheme of Amidu we by example when your opportunity ya adwuma or GMPs kakra as a time I call on I mean these are I may restrict myself to the confidential message aspect but me call on me call adwuma scholarship department you who for scholarship had all over the years. I can tell you, anybody can take me on. Say all the 4 scholarship, no. Obia unya bibia say name was Ahoy, all the 4. Not 4 pep. As a time I made me free hono within a year, no. The first scholarship in 2017 was over 1,500. That is the change. And I know the medical assembly cool. And papa say even her scholarship secretary well since about office 2017, no. Even recent one, the last year, come over 45,000 scholarships to continue students. And papa say, "More we secondary school, me nyamokwa scholarship secretariat to GMPC no more." And then recently matters of mobile integrity scholarship secretariat and they get fund so at the end the album. But whichever way, no, me access to scholarship. Now they there ako school. And this answer, you may still have an opportunity to apply for student loan with no guarantor. Over, obi a why be pay. Any obi or no when the track record that we share mono. So more customer how dey na beti. And again. Say so be beboa education ama nkwara scholarship anasa ama nkwara free opportunity to go to tertiary education enye obi a ono ka cho say free access nya possible enye obi obetwa training allowance enye obi obetwa nursing training allowance enye obi o amema nursing for eduma the ambassador mama doesn't have credibility on it
ADAKABRI the can echo banyina or say may use the last word or can say Mahama lacks credibility. But I want to find out, is Nanado also in the same position or worse? Last week, Amidu responded to
education
on corruption. Amidu wrote 27 epistle pages, paragraphs, stating the corrupt practices of His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo. And
72 paragraphs.
27 pages, 72 paragraphs. And he who say videos so appear on this corrupt. And be bisa bibio. So paragraph 2 of Samati Amidu report now. He stated, say, Nanado in Brofuno say Nanado is like an innocent flower of anti-corruption. Now, so me kwaya kabekai paragraph 2, line 7. Or say, and I read Mati Amidu. Or say, the divine revelation that he took the presidential oath while looking like the innocent flower of anti-corruption, but being the mother serpent of corruption under it.
Na divinity so there. The man done a bem.
Oh, I say, I mean, the mean.
You can't education over the
education
was only
we are talking about corruption.
Education was when you can corruption.
Education, remember, the person made C20 education no in who to trust in this. Nanado is corrupt. And yami na America, Mati Amidu neka bako. Amidu say Mahama na government official. Paragraph 8 of Mati Amidu document no or the buyer. He stated again, dear no kawo. Mati Amidu said that, and I read the first line. I have underscored the deliberate distortion and manipulation of facts contained in the opening paragraphs of your letter written to me on the directive and instruction of the president to demonstrate that your letter to me, blah, 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 line 6, the Ejapa Royalties Limited transactions contains the matter of all suspected corruption and corruption-related offenses to be discovered in the first analysis of the risk prevention of corruption and anti-corruption assessment. Since Ghana attained its independence in 1957, this was the contract, or this was the agreement that the NDC walked out of parliament and didn't sign. They disagreed with it, and the MPP agreed. If the MPP sat in, that means Nanado was part of it for it to be passed. It is unfortunate that Ghana has been pushed down the drain. Mati Amidu, you say he is incompetent. What did Kanyoforiata go and do in Mati Amidu's house?
I say Jumama na government official. We are not can waka home.
Meka kan ho de o pese mo kan bia meka. Mati Amidu say Kanyoforiata ba ni fie.
I said na for no.
I said
on
the 22nd of October 2020, last 2 weeks yao. I said Kanyoforiata ba ni fie. Oba ho ahamachi 5:36 a.m. na de nchi. One cast or white and also black. Then obeka ye oba e no ba be panic say. Sa report more on my MP.
Come here. So okay for Google to know.
Let me continue. I pray that the president takes up this challenge so that the concerted effort he is leading to throw me under the bus and bringing my reputation in disrepute for acting professionally in the Japan Anti-Corruption Assessment Report in the president has a personal interest comes to an end. This is from the other side. Masa. Go back chapter paragraph 11 now. He referred to Nanado as the Moses of anti-corruption. Time or year candidate. In Ghana for Nanado petumino or catchro biaso or no on corrupt. And ne you video or didn't sub me no edgy bribe.
Oh, come on.
Meanwhile,
offer. Debbie offer with
meanwhile,
offer Bremo. Offer now no feed and I tell me say. I said my own to me. Debbie. What your Bible say? I mean, what basis?
Ma young can't dear, yen be your opportunity as
Mate,
young can't dear,
Mate.
And Tronqua Titi no this how this last days Titi.
Mate. Mate Amidu believe that because Nanado was a Moses in anti-corruption, he had an opportunity with Mati Amidu. Sa boku MC in your case, no. He thought that after submitting a report to Nanado, now be in it. But till today, the person is still at post. But the Mati Amidu, no, and in here, if you look at chapter 10, paragraph 13, the last but one line, Mati Amidu referred to them and said, I am not a poodle, and therefore to change my mind subsequently as stated in my official resignation. Who is a poodle? You'll be manipulating. Eyobia na nado timi man appointment no no a che ne tena sika cho se koye ni se bra. Ti se wa wo krama a wo beja akwa ahoma be hye ne kon atihye na to ase da ha. Ena wundidi e Amidu say no, he will not want to be a poodle to Nanado. Paragraph 14 or saying this is Amidu. Or say I honestly and sincerely believe in the anti-corruption rhetoric of His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo. Paragraph 15. It was only when the president directed me through his chief of staff in the morning of the 21st, in her office, and who said Nanado is not credible.
Titi, reading I mean, this is a public document.
It is
so
not a public document. Some people haven't seen this document, and they need to hear me. I'm not paraphrasing. I want to quote exactly what Amidu said. Amidu was shocked to the marrow, shocked to the bone. Say, nipa no jini di say way or anti-corruption hima and na anti-corruption hine. Ye di nechi wama mi post as special prosecutor me jumano. And ne sa nipa no say me ma ya investigations. Me who say the busuafo and we di na me de ba na nim no. O say yen self report.
Firebars ne ka ho. So na Amidu.
Yen self report saying enko ye.
Firebars ne ka ho.
Nanado una fa me juma. Ejuma we omaye bibi enye. Nti me catch ro. So obetwe omo aso a, twe omo aso. So omo twe omo aso so a wo na ye president. Nanado say report we to train the baby. Amidu say me ntimi nya me ho te say kraman ba o. Me nya me ho kraman ba ma mo pushi me. Nti say de a me de medjuma na to ho. Odi na edjuma na to ho. Adentia. If you say who say Nanado be so ye say kraman ba. No dani no. No tini no. No ka chen say koda. Na wada. Sorry. Now sorry. We embasso ewo Amidu krum.
We for education.
This stands to reason say Amidu nam hodo. Ono onyo bia ubetimi corrupt no. Paragraph 18. Amidu say I became more convinced beyond any further reasonable doubt after my second meeting with the president in his office in the evening of 1st November 2020 when the president attempted to persuade me to sell the Ejapa royalties transaction.
Titi.
But indeed, the matter segment of corruption under the innocent looking flower of corruption. Oh, John.
The time was of the time you read and comprehension.
Amidu, Namishrao.
You pay for any reading comprehension.
Amidu, my year who say, it may be a tremun. Na ye nim say Nanado nipa. Se me kaya ya papa je Akufo. Ye be call presidential primaries for MPP. O catch some say se mo to aba. Mo to aba mo bia. Who is not violent. Who will not bring chaos. We nyame na meka yo. Je Akufo na kai. Somebody who is not corrupt. Ene omo ntie president Akufo je Akufo omo to ma Nanado ene obeka ene da ho no nkran ni beka no na no to wo no ni una
owi
oya fon shiki ohamoku
owi
no hi oyu akesile
e de na okay
oya fon shiki metrem
misi woni hwe
oya fon shiki ohamoku
of akate no
no hi oyu akesi bomo papa
titi mimi ni pa no woni hwe kebio
ema obi a ugidi se oye ni papa ene ye nyina ye hu de ekoso. That's the translation.
Right. So obia a federal 3 minutes. And then I will become our party.
Yes, education once a month. Have video about Amidu report that I go by. Let's just say as my because say I have any credibility when it comes to educational policies and that. Who's went to Menyano? What the one why ya na oh penny mamenye. Who interject me Meya West. Oh yes, I went to Menyano the busy
3 minutes.
I know Ogofa corruption once and by. Say Amidu sit there. Our party's position is letter na a free office of the president by no. Eyi ensemna Amidu kan nyina no. Is there baby edu mo journalist mo ne nyina ba adwe say baby edu ni emotional display na Amidu display. Baby amaka we videos me can say Amidu I don't have a problem with his credibility when it comes to the fight against corruption. Oye too exuberant. Then it was always fight, but administrative competence there onyade. And then na bedu baby wadri and amana resign. In the so use Amidu's emotional letter as a reference pointer. Meka was there in the same Japan report now with the buy. Onemu former President John Mahama as government official one. Say government official one. Ono na ekodi echire ma sika bi eyira wo aeroplane bi ekoto ya court ka say 5 million euros bi no. Onemu say John Mahama. Intia no so ndiki ke kan say John Mahama. I'm saying say you bet my the politics of that Amidu Kazi, but I mean we should transit beyond that. Near say the two leadership one about the commitment to fight corruption, and Matana had demonstrated a normal be breaches for the person of fighting corruption, and indeed even the appointment of Amidu alone to the OSP office no show say Papa no or Papa the fight corruption because say no Papa can no obey, and got the best thing or the easiest way for him to just go against the fight against corruption is say go by appointing somebody or no betima control. But we desire Amidu yentimi control no baby na papa it still go ahead to bring Amidu in such an officer. I'm not sure say any papa no beka say ebi a onye ni papa no ni papa the fight corruption. But make kan nyina no fa metwe agency bibi say ye beto abey nyina o vested interest. MPP the interest nyana say be show say ampa corruption fight no. Etima yade. We mu so dey so be show say yentimi nyana. But ye ka corruption dia sada Jida ni ho ade nyina ne bas ban nyina mu ni credibility on it and effort.
Let me have my bite.
Of a new train no.
Ghana for ye eco election. The met me aka kire mo an say ya so ansuo aswa nsa. Ye hu nanado amamo kankan. E na ye hu John Mahama de say na ehwam. Ehwam. John Mahama se men kan kire mo say immebu na mu ko school nyina no. Oden hyehyeye aba mu amuko university new mu yebe jimu 2021 academic year yi John Mahama se men country obi ase untua fees obetua nyina ama obefa ni nyina. This is John Dramani Mahama obi a odwin oman ho o say bibi di chempe continuing students amuko university tertiary and colleges, universities, nursing training, ni nyina no. John Mahama say den, mu school fees na afiwe, oni mo beche mu pe. Inti se school fees ni 1,000 ya, oni mo beche mo betua 500, no betua 500. So school fees ewe Legon, ye 3,000 and na 4,000 na, oni mo beche mu na wetua 2,000 amount, na wo so betua 2,000. Inti when you be a odwin on my home. Osi utifie unni edwumaye. Odi bibi ba den odi ba wo pese wo sua won sa no adwuma na wa wo ye wo boss wo pese wo kosua bibi ti say catering, carpentry, tailoring, baking bibi a wo pese wo sua no what na se hu say Ghana fo nya nkomo asua adwuma no but itiri so nsa sana mo ka no itiri so nsa no na wo de ba go sua adwuma no e ya na e den Etrinsa. That's what did you tell? Okay, Etrinsa.
Over the time as well, we Ghana for them.
I can't take seconds.
Well, for the
time. Me time. My 30 me home. Some guys say me time. Etrinsa no. Osi obetua ma. Ama wako suye sa adesua no. Enti John Mahama say ukoto aba 7 December mana. Utrinsa no obetua. Obekwa ko sua plumber ne pepepe. Obekwa ko sua educator ne pepepe. Esua wo tailoring pepepe uwie susu a o se obehye odwa nti so okosua tailoring a obema wo machine dia ko
obedu odwa na obehye odwa
obehye odwa so obehye odwa ana obedu odwa
do ma de odidwa
no obehye
odidwa o chade enso pa me so o chade
o the tense
oye good efie ya de nyina o che
obehye odwa
no a chade aka ho
na uwie susu a wo sa school no obemma osika to bottom e de afaka akwaba na ho ahahan wo wie susu a obehye odwa nti machine a wo de bekofie hair dryer wo de bekofie plumbing tools a wo de bekofie hammer ne saw ne niam so wo de bekofie na botimi aye waawo master nti John Mahama 4 years bedu no na wo why master wo so fa crofo etume
ya vase dan fama TT Catino of the NDC asidako ede emma kwasikwati of the MPP utie neat 100.9 FM production on Memanti juma de from me ADAKABRI Mahmudu me enamdi ho chia me panyi godwo damiado dem si abonten me ofase Mark Jerry osagyeman Ebony Chidom, Framer a bankro and a technical production in your esi ne naso. Na sabre die na Olakoku Michael and I'm the motion in sa. Na Olakoku Michael I'm the motion in sa no. Ono na die be kufi. No die be kojo. Jo. Tigusuneti need 100.9 FM.
FRIMPONG needs FM.
Men Yanum Ghana for Mumayema NDC and the MPP. Electric shock, Papa Shocker. Omuntu means sorry bium. Coco. Electric shock. Number 4 on the ballots. 4.
Cool, fresh and trendy with a new look. Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime. Natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Efiora, me mwachi o Efiora. Yes on.
Machi o Efiora. Efiora me chia wonye so.
Hey, Ewura, enfase mamsu. Wati? E ba force chia me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wafi, we dia me pese oni Efiora bekon. Eh, Efiora we dia ye kwa sori abo. Ewurade. Momo kwa sori. Ye pompaye. Ewurade ka soro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne mma edi nsuo hie twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Ne fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodew. Mo mame na mu wi a ma soro akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Bese na dia ya late nso me yanki kabinje fiera ya wi aya kwasere body fate ke efiera wuti fia se light bi no water bi oba wuntua bi wo boa se sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
ka hwe me catch we play fa say this way chocolate drink no metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuohie na nsuohie so me ntoi se me bufu a betumi ato bag mu a wate
yeah fiera we nkwa de ma abunfu e koto mi
efiera fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi
munyam sumponie na mo ba ya trimodefo
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atom se eye
Utie oha FRIMPONG no needs FM. Utie oha FRIMPONG no needs FM.
Efiora, me mwachi o Efiora. Yes on.
Machi o Efiora. Efiora me chia wonye so.
Hey, Ewura, enfase mamsu. Wati? E ba force chia me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wafi, we dia me pese oni Efiora bekon. Efiora we dia ye kwa sori abo. Ewurade. Momo kwa sori. Ye pompaye. Ewurade ka soro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne mma edi nsuo hie twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Ne fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodew. Mo mame na mu wi a ma soro akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Bese na dia ya late nso me yanki kabinje fiera ya wi aya kwasere body fate ke efiera wuti fia se light bi no water bi oba wuntua bi wo boa se sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
ka hwe me catch we play fa Say this your chocolate drink no. Metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe what. E de me hia ne nsuohie. Na nsuohie so me ntoi. Say me bufu a, betumi ato bag mu a what? Yeah, fiewura we nko ade ma abunfu. Me ko to nwe.
E fiewura fi de ya bre ma abunfu bi.
Munyam sumponie. Munyam sumponie. Na mo ba ya trimodefo.
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atom se eye.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Utie oha FRIMPONG no. Needs FM.
Yeah, Kofio!
Hola, Michael.
Yeah, Kofio!
Ola atna sidi na odemu kofie achocho. Ola Michael say tamuchuku na mubedru say ehye. Nana manzrema de si jivutu are ase. Yeah, kofie.